Yo yo, welcome everyone. Was it Sunday the 19th, man? The days, the weeks, they just fly by, man. It feels like I was in, August forever, and now we're already preaching like what's that, 2/3 of the way through October. It's crazy stuff. But either way, we do have scrims, of course, and we are, kind of in that intermediate phase between mingling and team forming. So I think most of the teams are pretty much formed, but there are a couple of people left over. So I'm hoping they can find a home with a coach, and we already pretty much have a full lobby. It's kind of early, all things considered, so we should be able to get right into it, I think. And I think we're going to do that. Let's go. Alrighty. Let's get things underway with game one. Just normal weather to start things off. Yeah, what's up, Meki? Yo, Meki, I saw didn't they extend the upgraded playtest for a bit? That's what my friends told me, at least.
Select your hunter.
Another mission.
I'm hoping to spread that a little bit more. But the thing is, like with the playtest or the stress test, whatever, they kind of limited a lot of the progression, so it didn't feel like it still felt nice, but not as good. Like you weren't getting the full experience almost. Like it's like things like the map, all the different maps that are available play such a big part in the types of scenarios that you have to encounter. Yeah. Because otherwise you kind of get used to like, oh yeah, I'm dropping in this location. I know that I'm going to go, like, for example, you're going to go hydroponic and farm that, whatever. Like, yo, what's up, Atsu? You're not playing today, I'm guessing. I'm just looking over the playlist. Yeah. You get a break today. You get to see how, everyone else is performing live, so.
Abyssal
Yeah, exactly, Meki,
incoming.
bro. 100%, I agree with that. Alright, so starting things off then for game number one, we've got Mecha Boosters, not far off the drop line on the right hand side. On the left hand side, we're looking at Brilliance, 15% damage increase, of course. No worries, that's maybe next week. We've got Scav with the armors, not too far away. Maybe two teams potentially looking towards in that general direction. Enshrine. And there's also one on Prism Falls as well. That is a fish in the scenario. Look up to the north side, look at Finn. And I think most teams are very healthily dispersed. I don't see anyone really testing everything directly. But as I mentioned, Lob are actually going for that. Probably they're going to rotate to Scav and then kind of, make their way into that next cycle once it's actually found out in this scenario. No one went for Brilliance in the end still. I know that when Tom was doing his observation when he had a slot, he was incessantly pinging these objectives, which hopefully, when he's coaching his team, that hopefully they may have already learned that lesson, to be honest. But hopefully other teams can do the same too. I mean, you can argue it's not like the most craziest objective, because you only get one of them right for the day one. Yeah, no worries, 081. It takes the pressure off you, right? You can maybe look at things in a slightly different perspective. Some things become more apparent, especially when you're in this POV, for sure, compared to when you're playing. Because when you're playing, you're kind of focused on your micro, and as well as your macro, of course. But like, it takes away a lot of attention from kind of self-reflecting on mistakes, if that makes sense, because you're too in the moment. So, definitely a good thing to do. And that's why, pretty much everyone's suggesting, make sure you get your VODs, like, recorded, because being able to take yourself out of the moment really helps digest what mistakes you're making and stuff. So fish are going towards this vault. They are relatively close towards Koi in this scenario. Level 6s on both sides, but there's a big armor disadvantage in this scenario against fish. Ashka slowly lurking down with Diadem. Seen uppercut this pickup as well. Who is it? Was it Matt the Third yesterday playing that? But now it's Panerome in charge of the uppercut list. Just below that, or sorry, to the left of that, shall I say, Tua. Nice hook attempt at Oaths there. Doing Oath things, of course. Looks like Tua going down towards the south side, maybe for a long rotate around. OT1. Fair enough, dude. You'll learn one way or the other, and I guess that helps.
Enemy Oracle online.
I feel like sometimes trading in that respect can be brutal, right? I don't know if I mentioned it yesterday, but sometimes you have to unlearn bad habits, and that's really, really tough sometimes, especially if you've been like doing something for a long time. But if you do overcome that hump, it feels really, really nice. So. Straight away we're looking at Pan getting some ghosts. They got at least one member level 7. Maybe Koi can do the same thing here potentially. Nope, looks like they're not going to be successful with that. We're seeing a circle pull towards the left hand side slowly. About 4 teams in Vane Grove. 81. I mean that works, man. I'm wondering if these guys are actually going to fight, but it seems like everyone is just posturing for the moment. Cat maybe getting caught out here. Triple tries a nice little dunk kick. Cobra is unsuccessful with it, obviously not being at that 70% threshold. Karos Magnus tries to make it out. Can he do it in this scenario though? 1 HP! Oh, and Triple gets the kill. Cat now have to look for a res. There is a train that's not too far away, of course. Seeing Rhapsody trying to get back to Vunu as well. And on Iron Acres, potentially a big scuffle here between, was it Finn and Tua in this scenario. Kaiser manages to escape as well. Big, decent ulti catch by Black Lamb. Maybe going to get at least 2 kills here. Big, big value, and Gentil's really trying to get that res up if possible. Actually gets hit by the stun, both members in this fact. Oh, TP as well to kind of negate the Wisp resist potentially. 180 plays by Gentil. Can he get the kill? Oh no! And that is really, really good for Gentil to get Black Lamb dead in that scenario. Get both Wisps back up, and they're back in the game. Day 2 mob resets are in abundance, of course, in Iron Acres, so that's a pretty big win. Meanwhile, Kaiser has found that res, or is about to get that res, hopefully, as long as Fish don't have something to say about it. But Lamama's going within a very aggressive dash towards Kaiser. A couple of LMBs sent by Panerome, really forcing Kaiser to split apart again from the rest of the members of the team. Massive Bishop Breaker with not that much of a combo. But I still think he's going to get the kill in this scenario. Nicely done. And Sunshi's also finds triple at the same time. Damn.
You didn't take this seriously.
Yo, what's up, Flakes? Now there are quite a few tankers left to actually. There's like at least 1 to 3. I think it's probably about at least maybe 2 to 3. At least that we have in the VivEUcamp like lobbies overall. Over the course of Saturday and Sunday, if that makes sense.
Abyssal hatchlings have spawned.
There's a potential little scuffle there between 2 teams on Mana Club, but that didn't resolve into anything crazy. Looking at the Codex up for grabs, it's going to be probably Lobs picking. They already have level 8 as well, of course, with it being day 2. Yeah, 81. We've got to see, man. I mean, we've got Cobra, of course. Hopefully, he's pressing control. And I know that was one of the big kind of points, or kind of easy things that could have been improved, let's say. Amongst some other things like dash usage. Oh, sent it in. I feel like if they had like a KP, that would have been an insta kill, 100% guaranteed there. But oh my god, the chunkish Carolus getting absolutely slam dunked there. And Rhapsody's there with the follow-ups. That's the Arcane Railgun by Thor with the Summon Napalm on top. But I don't know if it's going to be enough in this scenario. Finn getting a couple more kills on their belt. Really, really nicely done. In the engine as well, to the top left-hand side, we're looking at Pan and Bear. Seeing Numa this time, actually the coach for this team. But he's not allowed to play his main, from what I've seen in the notes. Meanwhile, we see Panerome also dead. Lamama going for a back onto Euphoria if possible. They're going for this broken rest potentially, but we see Cam as well, relatively close. They're just getting their shot buys in whenever possible now, so they're pretty much fully equipped. And that repair by Euphoria is now successfully completed. Lamama is really trying to buy as much time as possible. There's about 2 or 3 seconds left. Hopefully they can do it. Jareth goes in for a really aggressive dash. Lupa goes in with the hook, gets the stun, pops the slug wave. And, it's like the jump ship completely greed is really forcing that one away. So Euphoria definitely, needs to find another safe space now to hopefully get a back in or something along those lines. Because, she's just amongst so many teams Kaiser as well in a similar potential situation here. Lupo misses that stun right at the last second. Rhapsody also finds Kronos as well, the last member of Hyenas, actually out in last place. The hook misses by Marionette. And Euphoria's nearly in combustion state, now in burners.
Incoming.
Found the perfect amount of pocketing with the feathering. Actually gets a spike as well. And that allows a nice clean escape. Really, really nicely done. Perfect mechanical execution there. We're looking at Corrosion and Auto Repair for the souls. As we flick down onto a Chaos Steps kind of area, we're looking at Cat and Leo with a little bit of a fight, but a nice little spike onto Thor. Zeth is trying to send in a couple of LMBs along with their Lagret on the Ghost. Thor on 1 HP. They can surely seal the deal here.
Storm tightening.
Some evasive maneuvers has allowed Thor to live a touch longer in this scenario, but I think Zeth is going to surely seal the deal. Come on, there we go. Right at the end, that is Thor down. And we look at some potential green on green balance on mana cores. We're looking at Lob and Koi in this scenario. Lob acts, super stacked on levels and armors. Koi, they're trying a bit of bush camping, but Ashka's already revealed themselves in this scenario. All they need is that beckon into a big Cinder's Embrace, especially in the corridor. We've seen Ashka already applying a little bit of poke. I'm not sure if he's already used dagger. There's the dagger, half HP though. It's not really that much benefit to gain, to be honest, but did allow a clean escape, let's say. And aside from that, I think most teams, they're having a little bit of a dance here and there. Not really any full scuffles yet. I mean, I say that, maybe I've just jinxed it because Vunu nearly finds that dunk, but instead he actually finds himself dead. 2 and have to completely jump ship now. We know that Finn and Tua are like mortal enemies, it feels like, over and over again. At least this game we've seen them fighting, and Rhapsody, oh, nice clean combo. Nice pick up there by Rhapsody, and it is just Black Lamb now last alive for Tua. There is a res to the left, but of course, we do see so many teams circling around that res. Dancing around, we're seeing the one boss zone already starting to expand now, of course. And it wasn't Bear or Pan who took that one in this scenario, so I'm assuming it's probably maybe on the north side or the left. Or maybe it was Dowder in this case, I need to check. No, it is Pan then, sorry, I'm blind. On the left-hand side, we're seeing Fish take the other soul completely for free. Great stuff. And on the left-hand side, again, some potential minor scuffles. Trying to get the Guardian if possible, but nothing too much else going on there. It looks like Thor's already found dead again, so it is Cobra last alive now for Cat. And there is a res on the left-hand side that you could potentially go for, but of course, Leo are, basically standing on top of it as we go flick over to the train tracks. Oh, a massive mega fight here. Drive taking out 2 members, probably going to get a triple kill. And he caught the tail end of that, but that was insanity. Of course, Shiv probably is one of the highest characters to have like triple kills in this game. It feels like just one of those kind of things that character can do. It might be the same thing happening here by Ashka, but it's already been dunked by Zephs, kind of negating that in that scenario. Sunmander has to pop the Rainer Barriers to provide a little bit of a safety measure as Pan come down from the north side, forcing Koi completely out to the south side. There's a Boxer's attempt as well. So Thor's back in the game. A nice little slow recovery for Cat to get back in the game, but Koi are looking pretty wounded here.
Incoming.
Not looking too good. Especially being on the edge of zone, they've got to make their way back in eventually at some point. Tua back as a full 3-man. We're looking at Codex potentially that they could grab in about 40 seconds. And I think, again, it's just lots of minor scuffles. Why I say that? Never mind again. Every time I'm saying it, I flick up and yeah, they're going full ham, full ham fighting. It looks like Finn. How many kills they got now? Oh my god, 12 kills already, and there's still 10 squads left. They could have a monster game here potentially. As I flick up onto the north side of Manacores, Vuni's trying to get a couple of LMBs plus a Slugwave, I believe, onto Koi. Unsuccessful in that scenario though. Blackline does find triple. Ashka sent it in very aggressively onto Vuni. We can maybe get a spike potentially, but manages to reach solid ground. The hook doesn't get any connection either. And their deaths there, of course, with a couple of orbs. Vuni's on 1 HP, but the 5 infuser allows him to survive in that scenario. And I think Tua are just going to chill, I think, maybe, and allow this res, because they're a little bit wounded. I mean, Vuni's already nearly back to full HP, of course, with infuser. So they are sticking that res. Going to be able to get everyone back up. There we go. And at the same time, Lamama's on his last legs. Has to fizzle the ulti, go up to the north side. circle all the way around. At the same time, we flick just to the right of it. Numa's on super low HP. Hannah looking to get a potential free kill. Breeze already finding one. Drives. Already popped a Fuselod. Already on super low HP. Found one as well. But Lepiggy actually took down Dowser on the left-hand side while that fight was transpiring. So a 1-for-2 exchange, I guess. But Lepiggy definitely needs to look for a res. Don't think he can even stick this one. Maybe they've already used it. Maybe Lamamo can now take that one instead. And hopefully that is going to be the case. Death is potentially getting caught out here. Hopefully, nope, there's no chance of evading Finn. They are absolutely snowballing out of control here while Triple attempts a box res. I don't know if Gentil's going to hear this in this scenario. And if so, we're probably going to see a very aggressive dash row. There we go. Nice little wall pop. The Northside Rhapsody tries a dunk, is unsuccessful. Nice little squid escape. Leveraging the momentum really nicely there on an enemy. And the Great Wall of China is built, but that didn't really stop anyone. Well, it did stop Rhapsody right at the end, I guess, but that's little evasive maneuvers. But Triple's time is probably going to be running out very shortly here. Zephs keeps trying to dunk with Z-axes and keeps continuously missing it. So someone needs to train him on getting that up to scratch if possible. Bruno is trying to stick a res here while a fish come down from the south from the north side. Or they're trying to just get the connection and course sending in super massive. Oh my god, 2 again, absolutely chunked. Just Kaiser's last alive now. Wow, that was insane here. Both Fish and Core just absolutely dunked onto Tua. Meanwhile, on the right side, we're seeing Pan also maybe slowly creeping up as well. So Core have got to be a little bit cautious here. Hopefully, Flaxy can farm up that money tree. You can see the gold glimmer on it. Get a little bit of money before they have to jump ship, because I don't think they can stand around here too much longer. It's like dropping your credit card on the floor, man. Yeah, someone else is going to have a field day. It looks like it might be Fish's money tree in this scenario as well. Salamander finds Kaiser, the last member of Tua. They are outed 8th place in this scenario. Drive also finds Rhapsody. Crab finding Lepiggy as well. We've seen Cobra with the crown pickup. 50 seconds left as well at the same time. Hook narrowly misses by Zeft as well. With Fish have, fully recovered pretty much. We've got some nice armor pickups. We know that it was only Lamamo last alive for a touch. But they are back to a 3-man. Bear actually sending it through the nuke as well. And the Piggy's on super lish. He has to TP onto the mountain temporarily. Lamama taking a bunch of damage. Has to pop the ulti. Getting a bunch of stacks onto Numa. That's the dash back at the last second. Hopefully Furo can keep applying pressure here onto Drive potentially and Numa. Meanwhile, Gentil is applying poke from the backside. So they're going to have to jump and kind of reassert their pressure towards that, in that direction now. Hopefully they've got enough pressure to just completely force it off. I think Gentil was just buying so much time, and the Euphoria is actually caught out in that scenario. It feels like Fish. They didn't know what to do under that pressure. Lamama's already had to burn the dash to kind of stop the battle gum. And a couple more LMBs is probably going to mean that Lamama does die here. Nice little air blast at the last second provides an extra couple of seconds of survival, but I don't think Lamamo has anything left in the tank in this scenario, as Gentil just maintains this island, tries to get a couple of more LMBs to guarantee this kill. Pops the bird. He actually gets the dunk, because that hitbox is so wide it feels like sometimes. Gentil stunt might be shortly over here, potentially, assuming they get a stun or a steal. Nice little air blast provides a little bit more survivability for Gentil again. But the Battlegum does get the connection. Stun combo by Lepiggy. It does mean that Gentil is dead in that scenario. It is just Crab. 50 seconds roughly left on that crown. As Leo hook narrowly misses by Zephs. Gets a nice little R&B knockaway at Crab. Dunk is also missed again, unfortunately. So I'm going to try to send it in with the Viridius Fury. It's been returned by both teams now. Ooh, Salamander getting kind of chunked here. But I don't think there's enough for a full kill. Nuke's also dropped as well. So R&B knockaway again. Rainer Barrow's also popped. I think Crab is going to probably survive here. There's no one on the left side. Nice opportune moment to just kind of chill. Reassess the situation of the map. We're looking at Dragon Breath rounds for Dowser as well. Nice little pick up from the red chest. Well, Lepiggy applies a bunch of LMB stuns and everything in the kitchen sink onto Breeze, but it manages to escape nearly. Potentially. He's got the Orb of Life, it looks like. Oh, and now it's been full boxed. Unfortunately, Panorama did act as a nice wall there right at the end. So we know that punches do that in that scenario. So Leo in this scenario also as well. They're getting the boxers off, so they're going to be back as a full 3-man again. And Cobra's still alive somehow. Last alive on his team. Panorama also just picked up a crown. 1 minute 23 roughly. Shielding. Pops the uppercutless tech, and he's going potentially, into the warm embrace of Leo. Pops the Abyssal Breaker. Needs to really ideally dash back, and Cobra might be looking for potential free pickings. Let's get the crown from Panorama, and of course Cap back as a full 3-man. Really nice opportune moment there. Nice clean dunk from Cobra. Good to see. So now it's going to be that dangerous rotation for Leo on the south side as Cat potentially kind of... Oh no, Carolus Magnus getting dunked there, and Cobra sends it in very aggressively. Pops the ulti as well. Don't know how much longer he can last. Pops the summon Napalm Thor does. And I don't know if they can stay here too much longer. As Burr are kind of doing the same thing that Cat were trying to do to Leo in this scenario. And there is a crown pickup now by Cobra. Trying to get a little bit of heals up, but Burr are really, really hardcore gatekeeping this as long as possible. The nuke is dropped as well. Oh my god. Hopefully they have an E-Clat or something, but I don't know if they've you know, spent the econ for that. They may have to walk towards Leo, the people that were trying to gatekeep. And both of them get spiked, unfortunately. They tried a little bit of feathering, but were unsuccessful. So, you know, 2 kills go to Leo. I think in that scenario, Leo are at 6 kills now. Yo, what's up, Luca, bro? Yeah, flakes, man, for sure. Oh my god, the nukes, man. What is going on? Everyone wants to cosplay as one of the big world powers, man. Crab's sending... Oh, Crab is getting mega value. Bear really have to be careful there. If they, you know, stayed like 1 second longer in that corridor, they would have been absolutely chunked, I reckon. Man, that was so nice. It's so nice, the damage there. I think in that scenario, it could... I feel like Finn could have maybe at least got 1 kill, and they could have snowballed off of that 1 kill. I had to say it, man. Oh, another one! Oh my god. Bro. Oh! Nice Arcade Rogan spike there by Lagre. Really nicely done. But, of course, Rhapsody is, you know, Amazon Prime, the crown. Win at 25. And the Piggy, unfortunately, tries a little bit of mountain cheese play, but can't get out. Numa also super HP. Arcade Rogan is about to connect. And he has an Orb of Life. Can he get back in? Or is he full stomped? Can he get back in? Dalda is going to gatekeep this one. Okay, there we go. That is Bear, unfortunately, outed. On the bottom left-hand side, we're looking at... Okay, Dalda's still maintaining that Dragon Breath rounds the whole time. 1 minute left for the Crown on Rhapsody. Another one, dude, I can't, man. Is it the second June movie where they have the bunkers worth of nukes? I'm assuming this is where they're all being used, man. Holy. Oh, Dalda's got the little cheese potential damage onto Gentle. Actually gets spiked at the last second by Leo. They could just stay on this mountain, really, sorry, on this island. Really, really clean opportunity. Nice little crown pop as well. Uh-oh. 1 member already found dead. It's just 2 members left now for Pan. Dragon Breath rounds are temporarily dropped. No member picks it up in time. The Trapper on 1 HP. Tries to heal as much as possible, but doesn't find any pocket of space to actually survive. But Breves is actually maybe going to get another kill potentially onto Gentle. The last one. Taking down Finn. Hopefully he can do it. But Leo, oh, they get the free kill. Who is it now? It is just 2 teams left, of course. Pan and Leo. And can Breves find a shop or a crown or anything? There is a shop on the right-hand side potentially. I don't think he can delay too much longer here, though. Maybe playing the wall as long as possible. Oh, no, but he's getting chunked by the rain of arrows. There is a... Someone's killing this island! No! Oh, I think Salamander's probably going to chunk him anyway, to be honest. Oh, unfortunately. How many kills did Leo end up with? 11 kills. I really like their macro at the end. It was, you know, they could just allow the other teams to kind of have their own little forced fights and then just pick up clean thirds right at the end.
Storm tightening.
Yeah, it's really weird to see, Luca, how many people are popping nukes. That was what was that, like 6 nukes in the end game? Insanity, bro. All right, I'll quickly get the ad underway so there's no interruptions, and then hopefully when the ad ends, we're into game 2.
I'll make your death special.
Select your hunter.
Another mission. Good.
You are the drop leader.
Yo, what's up, Blakes, man? I appreciate the support if you're hearing this. If not, I'll have to reiterate my message, but I don't mind doing that at all. Oh, Luca as well, bro. Holy shit. Big. Oh, that's wicked then, Flakes. I'm glad that Twitch have at least done that with the tech. You know, I've been perusing over the drama that's transpired with TwitchCon. Oh my god, I swear, the Twitch have some issues here and there for sure. Long standing ones. I don't know if you've caught up with the drama that's happened at TwitchCon. Oh my god, that shit's crazy, dude. What is going on, man? Holy. Alright, welcome back everyone.
Abyssal hatchlings incoming.
Yep, of course. Thanks to Luke and Flakes for the subs. You guys are legends, man. We are heading into game 2. Let's get that underway. Numa is playing, I'm pretty sure. Let's look at the drop. What have we got? We've got some armors potentially up for grabs. We've got Soul Stealer, of course, a couple of coin piles. And armors are in gridlock this time, so it's going to be a potentially long, wide migration on Sky Sharks if someone wants to go for those. Potentially 2 teams on Iron Acres. I'm going to update the scoreboard real quick while that is happening. Let's have a look over and see if there's any teams I can try and focus on while I quickly do that. There we go.
Abyssal hatchlings have spawned.
I think Lobster are going to go for the armors in that scenario. Cat are taking Cold Fang, that's fine in that scenario as well. Tua kind of chilling, they got a couple of mobs. Doesn't look like there's too much insane or intense action at the minute. JRF did pick up the Soul Stealer though. Yeah, it's the Numa we know from like tier 1 Luca. Game 1 was Leo, if I'm not mistaken, right? Just so I can update it in the winners.
Warning, storm closing.
Sing along, holy. But again, I'm seeing a nice healthy dispersion for teams, and I like that some teams are like defo priring armor even if it's really far out. They're not backtracking like 2 biomes back after doing another biome. They're just going for it instantly, especially when the circle's pulling, you know, kind of towards the bottom left. We're in 1 minute. Someone had unfortunately an issue where they couldn't buy items. Oh, waiting. We're not full. Yeah, 10 gold shields. Oh man, you guys will never end with these fucking jokes, man. True. Alright, make sure this is not scuffed, is it? It's not gonna go. Yeah, it's fine. Alrighty. Let's try again.
I'll make your death special.
Select your hunter.
Let's light this match!
All right, sorry about that. I just had to check over a couple of things. Everything's all good though.
Abyssal hatchlings are spawning soon.
Alrighty, game 2. Let's go for it again. So this time, of course, with a couple of differences here. Imatech looking mighty tasty there. We've got armors and Masamune up for grabs. On Wellspring, we've got 1 armor as well. Yeah, who's dropping? Pan are dropping Akkad early on. 3 teams. I was like, 3 teams dropping towards Dawn. Maybe towards Mecha Boosters potentially. Well, let's see how these teams are going to get along. Definitely the most contested thing so far that we can see. It looks like Euphoria's getting absolutely pummeled by Marionette with a couple of LMBs being peppered over. Meanwhile, Gentil has to dash away at the last second. And Giraffe really has to kind of also reunite with the team whenever possible. Euphoria's also got the back end, so we can go back with their team. Actually getting in some nice combos onto Giraffe, unfortunately found dead.
An enemy oracle is scanned.
Resist should be abundant, so it should not be a big problem. Aside from that, I think things are looking cool. Yep, Fish have the right mind. Same with Hyenas as well. Looks like Munio has already found an armor as well. Same with Kronos with the green. No one trying to get that farm in as soon as possible, trying to get that level 2. But Hyenas, Sunshis, and Kronos already have the level 2. Now with Munio also, and Fish now have to jump ship kind of prematurely. Sunshis taking a little bit of damage, but it should be okay in this scenario. And they're definitely going to be able to take the Masamune. Salamander also finds a Fabula Crab as well. As we flick over back onto Dawn Caps, it looks like Finn are completely trying to jump ship now. Looks like Leo also got level 6s and 5s respectively, and a bunch of relics too. Gentle definitely has to jump ship now. Flick back onto Imatech. It looks like both teams kind of stayed for quite a long period of time, but Hyenas have definitely snowballed way more, I feel like, compared to Fish. I mean, armors are looking relatively the same actually, but levels are definitely not the same.
Online.
Zone is putting up to the top left-hand side, as you'd expect. And I think Fish are getting a couple of buys in whenever possible for some grips, etc. Surely Flakes. Yeah, dude. I mean, this is a bit... But we've seen teams like... What happens if they have like a really awkward in into the circle? Some people just randomly get spiked and they just lose all of their tempo. But we need to see if that depends. Sometimes if they got good macro, they don't even have to have like awkward rotates, right? They could just do something really easily. But only time will tell, dude. Wait a couple of minutes and then tell me, you know, if they've managed to maintain them still. As Cobra tries to get a little cheese dunk onto Koi. They've temporarily been split, but Sky Sharks are still being used in abundance in this kind of super duper early game as we slowly approach night 1.
Oracle is scanning.
A lot of teams have converged onto Vein Grove. Oh my god, and the Heart as well, respectively. Kaiser has a sauce. Yeah, exactly. Ooh, nice little gold key pick up for Tua. Oh, Bruno was super duper close there, getting a potential hook onto Burr. And they're going to have a nice little armor upgrade too. 2 blues and a green, or 2 blues, 2 greens, not too bad. Flick up onto Vanegrove. It looks like a Cat and Leo having a potentially massive fight here. Lycra already finding Thor as well. Carlos Magnus is probably also going to be the next victim here, potentially. And Leo are also now trying to farm up some ghosts. They're going to be extra leveled. I feel like Cat's been in this situation as well in game 1. We saw Cobra kind of struggling to get the team back up, but hopefully, you know, there's a rush on the right hand side. It's not too bad. Not too far away to travel. Yeah, another gold key, it looks like, so able to get a couple more items and other goodies. And I'm wondering if Vuni wants to try a potential hook here, especially while they're still kind of... Oh no, they're already gone out the vault now. That window's gone. You have a small window, you can maybe get a free hook, potentially. So Pan are looking to apply a little bit of pressure onto Koi with a, you know, maybe it's because of the level difference, who knows, but just to the left of that, we're looking at Lob as well, level 6s as well. I feel like I'm seeing so many blue armors, like, it quite common in this for game 2. I'm seeing a little bit of splitting here between Euphoria and the other members of Fish, but hopefully they can all reunite. Maybe trying to get some information, and maybe they try a little in. Oh, they do try an in. I was thinking that they gave that body language off. And it is unfortunately Euphoria found Edge, and there might be Panoramic straight afterwards. Oh no. Oh no, this is bad. And La Mama is the last one alive now. Nice little knock away, but Greed might be able to get this kill. Gets a nice little dash through. Oh, goes for the nice little cheese dash to the left-hand side. Making it unpredictable, of course.
The storm is closing.
Oh, unfortunately it's not enough. And Fish do get out in 11th place, sorry, 12th place. And Dowda also finds Lepiggy at the same time as we flick over onto Ironacres. We're actually getting a nice little punch. A couple of LMB slams onto Finn. Genta's trying to get that second proc on for Sanders, but he's 80 strafed enough. And Ox is now rapidly healing him up with that Orb of Argos. And they've basically just sustained everything. And Genta's actually getting spammed by the Orb now. Pops the ult. He doesn't get a connection, unfortunately. Ox is already found dead. So is Sanders. And unfortunately, Lorberg outed very, very quickly after by Finn. Super nicely done. Yeah, it looks like they could have changed the tides there, but I really liked how Finn were reinforcing each other right at the end. At the same time, Driver's trying to get this farm onto this Guardian whenever possible. Manages to get it, I think. But I think he's now getting spam farmed by Koi, potentially gets spiked, unfortunately. Even with the Fuselaud, it wasn't enough. Koi just circle around for a split second. Once they recognized that Pan were there, they kind of went back up to the north side again. And they've got to be kind of careful how they navigate this specific kind of fight, because obviously Cat are above them and just below them are Pan, so they kind of probably need to navigate to the right or left. It looks like they've just temporarily split for now. Ashka's definitely split from the team, and Cat kind of realised this. They're slowly walking to the left, maybe to try and get a free pick, but of course the chauffeur's already popped the Lambo nice and tidily for Cobra. And he's going to go try for a dunk, but it's not the 70% threshold. And I think this is something that maybe Cat wants to kind of practice, you know, because, you know, that's only in the old days that you get the spike, you know, in that scenario. You definitely need to, you know, batter that, or like wound that person before going for the spike, right? Like maybe it could have been Cobra that does the damage first, and then Carolus goes for the dunk, you know. But that's something that they can like coordinate between themselves, of course, once they kind of see the potential, especially with a double dunk comp like that. Flick down to the bottom right hand side as well. We're looking at Pan. Nice hook attempt by Vuni, but it's unsuccessful again. No armors as well for the majority of Tour. They've got to be kind of careful how long they stay in this fight, especially with the Saros. The pokes coming in. Black Lamb does get a nice little one-man stun at least. That's just, you know, trying to be the defensive measure. Ball breathes in this scenario. Black Lamb has to apply the TP to the left-hand side. Manages to escape with a slither of HP. Hopefully he's got the squid as well for an extra bit of an escape. TP's up to the mountain. Hopefully he's going to be safe in this scenario. And I think he's going to be fine. Looks like he's going to make it out. Looks like Cat. They got all members back. But Zeths is looking for maybe an easy hook. Unfortunately, kind of mispredicts it, unfortunately. And Cat are able to go down to the south side. We are looking at auto repair in about 30 seconds. And phase walking in about 30 seconds as well in the machine. So just need to see how these teams kind of want to rotate around these big objectives. And the same with Pan, they're going for like a really late cycle rotate as well. think most teams have level 10s or 11s. Apart from Tour, you know, they've had a bit of a rough early game, but hopefully they can stabilize. Flaxia also not level 10 as well.
Beasts have landed.
And it looks like Finn want to be really, really territorial here. They definitely see Breves, or know that at least Breves and Dowser are there. Oof, nice little ulti pop on Gentile, I like it. Really, really forcing out Pan. And now Cat potentially have an opportune moment to look for a third or something along those lines, but Crab's not revealed himself yet. So Cobra can maybe go in. They've now revealed themselves to each other. Cobra unfortunately misses the dunk. And Cat now have to just temporarily jump ship, but they've made the presence known at the very least, so that's kind of another team in the equation that Finn have to kind of factor in now. ETBs is on about like 66%. At the same time, we flick over to Hyenas. They're applying a decent amount of pressure to Coyotes. Forcing them away. Zephs finally gets the hook, the dunk down, Abyssal Breaker. Oh, never mind. There's not much value there really acquiring. Basically, none of the ultis hit. Salamander got a little bit of poke onto Ashka, but not that much else, to be honest. Flaxi also finds Kaiser at the same time. It looks like the sword has been taken in this scenario. And it was Rhapsody actually taking down Breves in the Tetra v Tetra matchup. Pan did take the sword as well, it looks like. There's a crown pickup for Dowser. Has to pop the portal to go through. And it looks like a Dragon Breath rounds pickup for Thor as well. So really, really clean.
Hatchlings are spawning soon.
Still Carolus Magnus, only level 10. Cobra temporarily split from the team. Oh, no. And he actually tied it. There's no way. Cobra, no. It's so unfortunate. Bullet Train just came in at that opportune moment. And apparently it squads it. It looks like it squads again. And we've got this new character called Train. Did a massive amount of damage, apparently. It's got an ability that one-shots, guys. Have you heard of it? Oh, Blackham is already found dead, unfortunately. Vunu picks up the crown. 1 minute 20 left, trying to get that kill. Can he get it, if possible? Come on! There we go. Oh, dunk down. Is there enough escape? Nope, unfortunately not. And on the top right side, looks like Jericho's taking down Gentil and Finn. They're hungry. They want revenge. Marionette on super low HP, but the Vive Infuse is obviously throwing that ample bit of extra HP in the opportune moments whenever possible. It's not enough still, though. Finn actually managed to chunk him out. And it is just JRF now last alive. Maybe looking for a train, if you can get on the train rotate. Train is rapidly approaching, hopefully. He's paying attention. He's got mecha boosters as well that provide them an extra little bit of mobility to guarantee he's on the train. And he's back as a full 3-man. I'm wondering what Finn are going to do. They're going for a box res in the zone. Zone is actually hurting a big amount now. Like 4. Sin's Embrace getting a 2-man connection with the massive Ashka Fusillade as well, and Drive is now, you know, getting pummeled by Triple and Ashka, and Drive now returns the favor, but doesn't get too much value with his Fusillade. Numa's in the same sort of awkward position, being forced away on that Bishop. Unfortunately, gets chunked out. Burr get completely outed, 8th place. Kama just chilling in the bush. I'm wondering if Zev is going to realize this before he maybe gets that ambush potentially. We do see an anomaly here as well, potentially that he could pick up. At the same time, Gloop is potentially getting caught out here. Don't think he can get a dunk. He gets a nice little 2-man stun and a slug wave, but can't really follow it with too much else. He's not got any more support. And unfortunately, it might be called that they're dead as well in this scenario. Well, they outed 7th place. Damn.
Warning. Storm
So how many
closing.
kills have Koi acquired then? It's only 4, but it felt like they had a really big impact in those last 2 fights. That's for sure. Salamander popping the Viridius Fury. Completely forcing out Cam. On the south, so we're looking at Hyenas as well. Their kind of macro, or the kind of their in and out poking and fighting has not been not too consistent. You know, it's not resulted in any kills. But I think there might be a more committal fight here as Panda are looking to apply pressure. The bond's already been dropped. The Napalm already been dropped by Trepper as well. And Breves is trying to get some poke onto Suncheese. There's a portal play by Dowser, actually kidnapping Suncheese. Maybe allow a little sneaky escape at the last second. Dowser getting put to relatively low HP, and Suncheese is dashing away. Who's going to get the kill? The Chilling Phenomenon is popped. A couple of LMBs. Trepper's been forced away temporarily. Arcane Rogun nicely blocked by the wall. And Dowser tries to get the kill with an LMB. Kronos is there with the back. Gets a nice little couple of heals. And Hyenas are getting absolutely chunked now by from the north side and from the right hand side as well. They have to dash around. The zone is doing so much damage. Hopefully they can make it out in this scenario. They pop the Paladin's Primer. Can they take the anomaly out? Never mind, they don't need to take it. Munio does make it out. They can probably get Kronos back. That's hopefully going to be the situation. So Hyenas do escape with a slither of HP. I'm wondering if Pan hear it in this scenario. It looks like Breves is also taking a touch of damage as Ashka tries to apply a bit of poke. We're looking at the other 2 members of Koi. Chilling in the bush, but they get absolutely pelted with rocks. Oh my god. Oh, the spike, Dowser. Is he going to get another one? Okay, looks like he's averted his eyes just temporarily. It looks like Kronos has picked up a crown. Circle is pulling up to the top north, top left-hand side. Lagra finds Marionette as well.
Your time's up.
So, looks like Leo picked up
Enemy
5
Oracle
kills.
is scanning.
And Kronos has managed to evade the wrath of Finn just for the minute. But now he's in Pan's territory. Oh my god, man. And the clay pigeon shooting did mean that Hyenas are found dead, unfortunately. 6th place. Meanwhile, we'll take a quick look at Cam chilling in the bush. Do they have enough for crown? They do. And there is a couple of shops on the right-hand side, but they are obviously being gate-kept by Leo. Just making things a bit problematic. Once potentially Leo start fighting Finn, then maybe there's a window to pick up a crown. Oh, and a nice little hook dunk pick up. Nice little nade as well. Really nice combos by Leo. And Salamander really needs to follow up with the dash. There we go. I was about to say. Pops to 3-3 with the R&B knockaway, but he's getting absolutely pummeled, chunked now by Rhapsody. And Lagra's already in now in a 2v1. Zeph's really needs to sack around or pick up Salamander's Wisp, but kind of misses it on the stationary Wisp. Oh no, the regret there is going to be magnified, especially on a stationary Wisp. Cam is still alive. They're in the game. They've not been spotted still. It looks like Ashko, unfortunately, couldn't stick onto the train as last alive for Coyotes, so... Yeah, I'm not really sure why they backed their Flakes. You're talking about that when they went bottom left, right? Who is it? It wasn't Koi. What is it? I know which team you're on about though. It was a bit like it was the Celeste team. I was like, why did they back? They're getting like super sandwiched. If I like an act of desperation, but there are, you know, at the same time, Crown pickup for Ashko he's in a similar situation. Hopefully he can make it away. He's still got decent armors, of course. You know, Shivs are probably one of the highest chance characters to probably proc a crown in a 1vx situation. Unless Gentle has something to say about it, as he keeps trying to apply LMBs. Already applies the back as well. 360 pop, pops the Fusillade, does a couple of extra dashes, pops the ulti. Doesn't get a connection. A little bit of poke at the train. No! No. Oh no. And then it looks like the trainer swapped teams now, so it looks like Finn are now a 4-man team. Bowser again applying a mega poke whenever possible. It looks like Jareth has managed to find a pocket of space to pick up a crown. And maybe hopefully Cam can be proactive about this. I don't know if they can though, to be honest, as they're getting completely sandwiched in every direction. Jareth, please! Oh! She got the kill! There's no way. And then just Dragon Breath grounds on the ground potentially. I think Marionette's trying to get a hook. Unsuccessful. Cam, desperately want to, try and get some levels or do something here to really get back in the game. There's no armors. There's a boxer's attempt by one member here. By Breeves in the scenario. Trepper's trying to provide some cover, but Breeves is taking so much damage. They can't get the box rest. Dragon Breath rounds is now a free pickup for Finn. So that's Gentil taking another nice item. Oh, Zeph's super close there on that hook. You're hearing a res attempt. Let's see where that's happening. Oh no, it was just the touching of the train, I'm guessing. I don't know why sometimes the audio is so delayed for that. There's a boxer's attempt. Marionette unfortunately doesn't get the hook there. Perhaps trying to get a little bit of poking onto Breeves. I think they may be waiting for this next train now. Maybe? We'll have to jump to the left-hand side, and Leo definitely hear this.
Stay inside, inside.
Oh, they actually go for a stick res. They've got their own... Oh! Mid-hook! Oh, does he get the dunk? And Breeves actually gets the kill reverse! Oh no, Dowds are also on super HP. Breeves, no! They die, and Jareth's last alive for Cam. Oh my god, that is such a big moment of chaos. And some big item pickups now. 7 kills for Leo. Jareth with the mecha boosters. Maybe Clowny donating that towards Leo. But he's managed to 80 strafe nearly all of the CC from Leo. But he still dies, unfortunately, to Zeph's. As Crab goes in with a massive Gridus Fury, getting a decent amount of damage off to Salamander to dash back. Still found dead, though, unfortunately. And Zeph's now has to instantly look for a rest, probably, because this ghost is going to be dead very quickly, too. There goes the crown pick up for Zeph's. Just 2 teams left, of course. Oh, Gentil has 1 pick. Gets the 2nd pick. Oh, and unfortunately, it's not enough. So how many kills do Finn end up with? That is a 13-kill game for Finn. Massive ending for those guys. To end game 2. Yeah, man, Rhapsody's playing really nicely on the on the Tetra. Oh man, T is just way too good, dude. Oh, I love it. Alrighty, so game number 3 is going to be unstable, of course. Oh, we're just going to wait for 2 people to reconnect. Won't take too long, hopefully. And then we can start off with game 3, which is going to be unstable. I think one thing that's a bit of a shame, from what I've heard, at least from the PBE as well, that there's not going to be any Stormshift additions. I feel like, to me, it feels like that's like surely the lowest it's a low hanging fruit to add more variety to the game. Like surely it's not insanely complicated. And like for some of the more even like simpler Stormshifts, I'm not saying like make a new game mode, but. I could type on my keyboard. There we go. Yeah, Flakes. Yeah, what's your impression of the? Did you have a chance to play with the new game modes in the PBE? I just watched Cookies play it a little bit. That was all. What about the new items that you've seen, Flakes? No worries, Ranterman. I'm glad you're here to watch. All right, I think we're all good to go. Let's make sure it's unstable. Oh, I screwed up. Oh, no worries, Flakes. But maybe you've seen the videos about the items, right?
Select your hunter.
Which team am I behind? Oh, man.
Let's light this match.
I mean,
You
Flakes,
are
bro.
the
There's
drop leader.
how many items did they leave out? Like, was it like 10 at least? I think Boombox especially. Boombox added like a real nice spice to the game. I really love Boombox. To me, it's like Boombox and the field, whatever. It's kind of acts like a Hudson Wires. What is it called again? Anti-Moby Field. Like I want those two back for sure. But I think maybe Anti-Moby Field would be kind of really, really annoying though, because I feel like the game has become like even more poke heavy than, especially with like the Saros meta that we have. We've got two-way back, don't we, Kask? Well, it's not as a power, of course, or it's like a consumable, right? Yeah, I guess that's the thing. They can make things consumables. I don't know. Yeah, Frog was crazy as well. But Frog had some like weird mechanics. Didn't it have like a cooldown reduction if you used it in water or something? If you're in like a Mage Bog, it had like a reduced cooldown. Like I swear they just like I understand like it's like lore related whatever, but it makes like no sense. Like if you look at the map, just look at where the areas of like liquid
Abyssal
are. You've got
hatchlings
Mage Bog
incoming.
and a bit of Hallows. where else are you gonna get like that value? It's so like whatever, bro. No, the 2-way TP, not group TP. I'm trying to remember what the visuals of it looked like. 2-way TP. Yeah, Theo, I guess. And I guess it would be a bit better because you can get the hazard suit, whatever, to negate the damage. But people didn't really use it like that. I mean, I guess you could, but it's a bit weird. Nice little vortex charm to start things off, getting a little nice little pick onto Rhapsody, but it's not enough to fully take him out. I think Finn have to probably jump ship now too. I've done just enough damage to really force Finn away, and aside from that, Kata also there. They have level 3s versus level 2s. It's only Crab who took the level 2 as well, so Finn are in a little bit of a troublesome situation in terms of stabilizing XP, but they can maybe go south because we already see that there's another team on Prisma Falls, Leo in this case. Auto opens on the ground, you can go back and forth. Oh, that one! Oh, yeah, now I remember. No, I hated that item, dude. I don't like that item, dude. Like, on release, you could just kidnap people perma. That one was so frustrating. Like, it made some cool plays, like, for sure. Like, I remember when, was it like Blink used to, or was Blink or Meat used to play KP? When that item came out. And these guys used to perma farm kills with, like, kidnaps and stuff. Holy.
Suppressing fire.
Enemy Oracle online.
I think it's because it just appeared, it felt like it appeared on your screen. Like, you can't really react to it, if that makes sense. It doesn't like have like a little like eruption from the ground and then it spawns. It just was like bloop, and then it was there, and you get kidnapped.
Oh, God.
Yeah, Theo, bro, I remember those days. Holy, I probably still have some of those like old VODs from like old casts, like probably on my YouTube. I don't know if it was like I don't think that meta was 3 months ago. It was maybe a bit before 3 months ago. I didn't put all of my old casts on my VOD because they all expired, unfortunately. I only started like mirroring my Twitch and YouTube like 3 or 4 months ago. Well, what happened to Lurox's voice? Did he get like a new microphone or something?
An enemy Oracle is scanning.
Yeah, that would have been cool. We only have Cobra, I think, that plays Brawl. I think it was 081 also played Brawl for like a couple of games, 1 or 2 scrim blocks ago. Crab also maybe trying to get some buys in right at the last second as Cam. Apply a little bit of pressure, well, a lot of pressure, but really forcing him off the ship. It's not enough for a kill, of course. And Finn maybe looking for some potential free pickings. I'm not sure. Their posturing seems really weird. Very like hesitant posturing. Cobra actually finds a kill onto Vunu. And unfortunately, Blackham is found dead. He gets a nice little vortex charm, but they get the rest stick at the end. I wonder if they're going to go for a really aggressive in once they get back into the circle. They decide against it. Thor does pick up a nice armor right at the end, though. And we flick back onto the heart. It looks like Koi. And we're looking to ambush Cam. And there we go. The fight already begins. Nice little hook dunk. Death trying to heal that one up rapidly. And Ashka's getting a nice little decent amount of poke onto Sparta. Maybe a potential kill. Oh, one more LMB. Oh, actually kills Sparta. And the next victim is probably shortly going to be either Marionette or JRF here. If they continue the chase, they're going to make sure the Wisp has been Sparta'd off. And Tua surprisingly outed last place. I got you, Lurix. It looks like Bear as well on they've probably farmed Kata and Coldfang. Yeah, you can tell by the econ for sure that they did that. Looking at Beakine Rewind in about 50 seconds as well. And we're looking at 2 teams potentially fighting on Iron. We're looking at Lob and Finn in this scenario for the day 2 mob resets. Hopefully Lob can get 7 in time, but Finn are applying so much pressure. Ox already found dead, and Lob have to completely jump ship in their own separate ways to maximize the chances of survival. Hopefully they can do that, but Crab and Rhapsody are now applying pressure potentially onto Sanders, and I think Black Sanders is still going to be able to make it out there in this scenario. Depends how long they want to continue this chase.
Is closing.
It looks like they've already got stuck the res, and they're probably about to get level 7 too. Yep, there we go. Decent stabilization. Checking these portals, seeing where they're going to end up. Because maybe, for example, like Bear take this portal, but they're going to be amongst at least Pan. And if they do that. Pan also managed to pick up armors as well. items are looking pretty good too. While we're being forced out by Finn again.
Abyssal
I like
hatchlings
Finn's
have
aggression, man.
The sky opens.
Triple just lurking in the bushes. Is he going to go for an in onto Crab? Has to jump out the last second. Don't think he can stay there too much longer. VivEUcamp is on the floor now, so Pan probably can start walking towards that. It's another free pickup. No one else is capitalizing it apart from Pan, it feels like. Yeah, small. There's barely any oaths. We saw Matt the Third yesterday, one of the players taking oath. And I think there might have been another oath as well. I can't remember though off the top of my head. Definitely a lot of KPs though. Even after Beruf's workshop, I don't think many people have picked up oath just yet. Oh, we do see Panorama as well, of course. Yeah, fish. There you go, Smold. Oh, Panorama getting a massive Abyssal Breaker, but Capagods with a fucking chunky Fusillade. Apologies for the swearing, but sheesh. That was meaty. Rhapsody also finds triple as well. Flicker pod on the north hand side. Let's see what's going on. Oh, if my cam didn't completely scoff. There we go. Looks like that's pulled off for the second. Ox already found dead again. One tries to go for a little cheese to engage Pepper. But Pepper's already a super HP. Oh, actually found dead by Sanders. And hopefully both teams can get their members back up. But Hannah done it first. And I don't think they're going to be able to get this res off successfully anymore. They've actually gone back for the fight. Sanders actually jumps into the summon napalm. I'm not sure if that was intentional or not, but they all found dead, unfortunately. Yeah, that is the case. That can be the case as well, Ranta. Like, you kind of understand how to work against this kit really effectively. Euphoria trying to jump out, unfortunately found dead. And it is Lamamo last alive now. There is a portal that would take him all the way to Mana Cores with a crown or a broken res or a normal res. We do see Core on the north side as well. They're kind of taking up their own little split farm. They're looking for a back potentially. Oh no, they're actually backing onto Looper. Oh, this could spell potentially big trouble for Lamamo. Going back through the portal down to the south side, surely. There's no way you stay here much longer. Has to dash back through. I'm wondering if Looper wants to send it through the portal and try and go for a cheese kill before that. But I think the portal's about to expire. It's a bit of a risky play, to be honest. Reeves, also with the VivEUcamp rewind, we know that they picked up not too long ago. Gentle with a nice air blaster, but Trapper still finds the kill. And Finno, they're getting absolutely chunked now. And never mind. Oh, one surprise spike by Crab, and it's a 2v2. It happened so fast. As we flick back down onto Enshrine. Looks like Zephs has found a nice free kill onto Triple. And Leo can potentially capitalize on this fully and maybe go for Ashka next. Salmad tries to apply pressure with rain of arrows. Ashka's been forced away just for the moment. Cora just cycling down very, very slowly. They found Cam now. We'll probably saw the audio cues. Luke was probably about to go in for a hook. Same with Marionette. They're both lurking on the edge of their respective islands. Oh, Flaxy air blasts it. Check you out. Oh, and they get the... Oh, Marionette somehow still manages to survive with a slur of HP. Doesn't live too much longer, unfortunately, though. And the broken res is rapidly being repaired now, so Jareth can try and stick the res. Sparta building up the fortifications to try and ensure that can happen safely. Meanwhile, Lupa's trying to go in for a hook to force that away. Nope, nothing happens, unfortunately. And Core have to be a little bit cautious now. We're seeing about 3 or 4 teams in this top left-hand side area. Meanwhile, flick down onto the south side. Potentially 2 fights happening here. It looks like Core, the anti-heal, unfortunately, means that second wave doesn't get basically any value apart from a potential knockaway. Carlos manages to dash through the Sinner's Embrace and get away at the last second. And Cat is still alive basically as a full 3-man. Cobra's already popped the E-plat as well in the clouds. And Triple is potentially getting caught out here. And with the crown pickup, Quaiven's squid away. And unfortunately, Koi do get out in 10th place. Finno looking to apply potentially heavy pressure onto Fish as well in this scenario. Look, Euphoria is already found dead or still dead in this scenario. Maybe it was a bot trust at the last second by Lamama onto Panorome. We're looking at a red chest drop potentially for Bear as well. And free pickings. I'm not sure, Flakes. I'm guessing it's just a 70% threshold. But I'm sure it looked like he was at like 60%. That's why I was a little bit confused, but it might just be like when the dunk happens, and then you take damage while you're falling. That like the dunk happens and he was at like 71%, and then he took damage while he was, so that means he doesn't get dunked. But then he takes damage while he's falling, if that makes sense. So it looks like he was less than the threshold when he was dunked, but that wasn't actually the case. That's my guess. It's one of those things that are can be a bit unclear about this game, right? Finna going for a slow rotate down. Gento chilling in the bush, backing on his teammates. That should be fine. Nice little dagger here. Slow pop onto Rhapsody. 1 HP. Finding Rhapsody already dead. Kronos applying a couple of decent sized LMBs onto Crab. Because there were the reinforcements with Suncheese as well, with rapid mega healing on that Eva, of course. Nice little squid dunk by Kronos. Okay, Cookies the second. And it's just Crab's last alive now. For Finn.
The storm is closing.
I don't think they've got anything left in the chamber, but leaving one member wounded might equate to more potential kill points if they can do it correctly. It looks like Carolus is already found dead. Cobra's not last alive for Cat.
Abyssal hatchlings have spawned.
Looking to dash away potentially at an opportune moment. A kidnap attempt by Piggy is unsuccessful. He's also got the blink too, so I definitely imagine there's going to be chaos brewing very, very shortly once that's off cooldown again. A mega huge max range honk, and Cam absolutely chunked Breves in that scenario. And J-Ruff is trying to apply a little spike grenade. Unsuccessful with the connection though. And once Cam, that's the spike grenade returned, and Cam needs to be a little bit cautious here how much poke they keep continuously taking, as Prepper might have an opportune moment to just turn this around completely. And what is it, Pan? Dowser taking again, basically a triple kill, monumental turnaround. Reeves is back in the game already, 1 HP. Oh, and they get a 1-for-1 exchange right at the end. But Leo are going to be able to, res that one up really, really fast. And Pan, they have enough money for a crown, which they're probably going to go for potentially. There's no res. There's one res on the bottom left-hand side, but that's way too far away for those guys to go for. It's not really going to be a thing. Yeah, man. They really capitalized on that. So it looks like Salamander's picked up a crown as well. 1 minute 15. It feels like Piggy needs a little bit of an adjustment phase to really maximize the blink TPs or blink TP kidnaps. Boxer's attempt. 5 Breves. I feel like he did that one last time too. 50 seconds left though, and how long away is Cobra? About the same as well. So 3 crowns in play. It looks like Finn are going to get theirs off for free though, so they're back as a 4-3 man. Rhapsody and Gento are back in the game. Looking to apply some pressure onto Cobra, force him away.
Lava Baron will soon appear.
Looking at Imoria spawning in about 55 seconds. 30 seconds now for Salamander. Core just circling around 25 seconds, and they've Reeves has applied the wall to guarantee they can get this Boxers back in the so they're back in the game as a 4-3 man. Cobra unfortunately did not get the kill credit there, so he still has to play with Crown for about 15 seconds, while Bear maybe looking to apply pressure, maybe with the TP kidnap play. Looks like just escaped with a slither of space, so it doesn't get kidnapped. 15 seconds for Lamamo now as well. Reed unfortunately found dead by Kappa Gods. Salamander is going to get all members back though, so that's not really a big issue. Maybe go for a bond steal too potentially. Are they going to go for it? They're considering it. There they go. The bond steal starts, and Core now probably have to jump ship. They picked up their own crown as well. They got money for a second one. They've already dropped in the nuke as well for extra premium grief. I guess it's maybe from the north side, or I'm not sure who actually summoned that.
Enemy Oracle online.
I'm not sure if that. I can't remember if that was. There's no way that was Core's and they dropped the nuke on their own. It has to be another team. Or I didn't see the color. I can't remember. There's a red book potentially up for grabs from Finn. Waxy finding Lagra as well. And Morris about 50% HP very, very shortly. Fisher maybe looking for the steal while Finn Rhapsody is trying to apply a bit of poke. Oh, nice little spike. That's crazy. And Fish actually get the steal. You can see that from that kind of rainbow outline. In case anyone doesn't know what Imorius looks like, that is the buff. Oh, Cobra narrowly avoids getting dunked by Zess. Takes the dash through with the anomaly. Picks up the crown. Yeah, Flakes. I'm surprised you didn't clip that video, dude. That was funny as hell. You should have clipped it, bro. Maybe I'll clip it if I find some time. Oh, Lepiggy actually gets a steal finally onto Rhapsody. It's a 3v2 at the minute. They've completely moved the Wisp away, but Numa's going to be careful about how he positions here in this position. Oh, Scenario getting absolutely chunked by Euphoria. Fish have to dash around the nuke as well. So Fish have found a nice little pocket of space that, you know, they can probably fight against Bear here potentially as well, as Gentil and Crab are on the north side. Maybe you have to circle around. They've got a decent amount of space here, to be honest. Cobra's managed to jump through about 5 teams, it feels like, and survive, so... Oh, but that's going to spell the end. He pops the ulti, but has nothing left in the chamber, and that is... like Capagod's getting another kill. It feels like Capagod's kind of popping this one. How many kills has he ended up with so far? They're at 5 so far, so not too bad.
Shielding.
Seeing a two-way play as well, dropped by Burr.
An enemy Oracle is scanning.
And there's the box res, so it was for the box. Really nice stuff. With the two-way power, that used to be such an abundant strategy that you could always, you know, TP boxes, get your friends back in the game like that. Ooh, nice little spike grenade right on the last second by Euphoria, but I don't think they can really capitalize on it in this scenario. They've got to be kind of careful on the right side, of course, of Bear. Even though Fish have high ground, it can be a bit of a sticky situation to be in. And now looking to apply pressure onto Hyenas, of course. With the even matchup against Saros, it can be really, really troublesome. We've seen it many times before. The anti-heal starts to apply, and then, you know, Eva basically becomes nullified. And Trapper already dashed very aggressively. Maybe able to, you know, Core can potentially capitalize on this, and they probably are. Oh, nice little rewind. Really, really cleaned up by Breves. It looks like a nice little catch-out getting Panorome. But Lamama has to pop the ulti. Unfortunately, it fizzles it again, and it is Euphoria already dead as well. Lamama last alive now. There is no crowns close by. Hopefully Lamama has enough. Only 5, 6, 7, so no crown buys. Maybe it goes in for the Gentil play. Can he get the reset? Nice little air blast allows him to survive a little bit longer here. One more hit seals the deal, and Lamama unfortunately does die there. I feel like Lamama should know that play, because he always takes air blaster as well, it feels like. He died to someone else's one in this scenario. Nice little punch combo by Numa. Does find Kronos dead. And Suncheese is rapidly trying to res this one. Is successful. And Piggy's on 1 HP. Dies by Rhapsody. Really nice little clean pickup. As Pan are trying to apply loads of pressure onto Finn. Maybe some free pickups there, unfortunately. Breeze kind of scuffs the combo. I think he felt like he had a Squid still, but unfortunately has a B-kind instead. So couldn't really capitalize on that movement tech. Nice little dunk hook play by Greed and all the members of Core. Ulti pop, unfortunately, it gets negated by a triple anti-heal. And I feel like that's one thing that Flaxy might need to realize very, very rapidly. Like, you know, if your team is anti-healed, maybe just doing the second wind on enemies might be better. Because, you know, you're not getting any value either way, right? And this, right at the last second, the Core get... Or was it Dowd gets the kill into Kronos? Oh my god. Capagod's last alive now for Hyenas. There is a shop on the south side, and they're wondering if he has enough money. 3.7, and Piggy has how much? 562, okay. Looks like you can unscuff the... Oh, there is a way to unscuff it. There we go. Lupa now on super low HP. Dowd applies the portal in. Lupa's rapidly trying to heal it whenever possible. Piggy's still chilling. I think he's trying to look for like a 2 or 3 man, while Capagods tries to send it onto Piggy. The stun is missed, unfortunately. 80 strafing, the crown is picked up. Piggy manages to TP away at the last second, and Pan are getting so many kills. They are snowballing out of control. 15, 16, 17 kills. Nice little crown pop right at the end. Piggy gets back all members. Capagod's still alive though. Go to the north side drive is going to be the sacrificial lamb. Pops his own Fusillade. They're potentially maybe able to get the kill against Trepper. Unfortunately not successful. Trepper, you know, quickly jumps back, gets the heals up rapidly. Burn after jump ship, and hopefully they can get their own res as well, but they don't have enough for a crown either. Capagod's 1 minute 20 left on his. Yeah, Piggy went crazy there, dude. Holy. I like that Trepper's taking the high ground against Kappa, really, really forcing him away whenever possible. But they're, you know, trying to juggle 2 teams here, which makes things a little bit difficult. Never mind, they absolutely slam dunk Piggy. Numa's probably going to be the next victim. Unless he has something else in the chamber to kind of get out of this scenario. Capagods looking for the steal. Is successful with a nice little dagger back. That was super duper clean from Capagods. I really like this marked improvement I'm seeing from the shift play, man. Really, really clean play by Capagods. And now he's trying to get Trepper as well, potentially. Goes in really, really aggressively. Bites off a little bit more than he can chew. Unfortunately, does die in this scenario, but Suncheese is rapidly trying to stick that heal if possible. Hannah now on the low ground, just temporarily. Super low HP as well. And Breeze gets a really, really meaty, chunky dunk onto Hyenas. And it looks like Pan maybe to turn this one around as they've already taken down Kronos. It looks like Breeze is really, really low HP as well, but Capagods is still getting those LMBs in whenever possible. Dagger's back at the last second. Looks like there might be another res by Sunshine. Potentially, no. They lose the crown. Sorry, not the crown, the Wisp res. And Pan, how many kills did they end up with that game? 23 kill game. Oh my god, bro. Eesh. I really like that the recovery attempts though from Capagod's team. It just felt like they kind of panicked, or they couldn't focus fire like one person enough. I think if they killed one person, they could have stabilized it a lot easier. But game 3 does go to Pan. Yeah, Flakes, man, it was like so much endless action, dude. Holy. Alrighty, make sure everyone's good. We are back to normal weather again for game 4. Oops, there we go. Boom, there we go.
Select your hunter.
Let's light this match!
You are the drop leader.
So I could just messaging an old friend. All right, wicked. Yes, Mold. I mean, Jewel has been like, oh man, Jewel used to be such a like cool character, bro. I mean, there's still like remnants of her playstyle is still there, right? Alrighty, so game 4. We're looking at what's it in this case?
Soon.
Hyper haste, up for grabs. Imatech has armors as well. Well, I don't know if Bear are going to drop there. We've seen them drop there a couple of times before. I expect at least one other team to drop there as well. It looks like armors definitely seem to be a kind of high value proposition for these teams, which is probably going to force at least one more team to drop there, if I was to guess. Really? It's uncontested? Oh my god. Well, said all that, and Bear actually end up in Major Bog. Okay. And maybe Fish go towards Hyper Haste. Core are probably going with Mana, so no one's going Cold Fang. I keep forgetting this. We don't have like 3 OP in this lobby. We're not going to always see Perma 3 OP going towards Cold Fang. You know, if you know, you know. Look at how these teams are getting along. Standard farming procedure for most teams, it feels like. Nothing unconventional. Nothing's contested as well, which is a little bit surprising. We're looking at a potential little sneaky steal attempt here by Rhapsody, which I really like. Gentle's also backed in as well, so this might actually cause something to bubble up and erupt here in Immotech, as they are back as a full 3-man now. And can have 2 gold armor pickups, and Dowd's with the green. Dowd's potentially going to have a field there as well with some poke onto Saros, but the Rain of Arrows just apply a little bit of chip damage. That can easily obviously be returned by Saros, of course. Does Trap have key? Nope. Oh, one of them have key. There we go. So Dowd's has picked up an armor too.
Rainfall.
Yeah, Flakes, it's crazy, bro. I thought there would have been scrims at least like last. Well, I guess it would have been this week, but. The only thing it's going to be then is, I guess,
Enemy Oracle online.
on Saturday. Sorry, on Thursday, Friday. I'm guessing then there'll be 12 teams. I don't know. Well, it's Saturday Night Supervive, right? It's gonna be wicked.
With speed.
But we can't, you know, we can't really force anyone to scrim if they don't want to. People have to want to do it. But even with the approach of probably like a big price pool, the one that like the current players haven't seen forever, I don't think. You would have expected a couple more people to sign up, but. All caught in the bush trying to get. Oh no, Loop actually scuffs up Greed there, unfortunately. And their combo is just completely nullified now. We are looking at Cobra with a flank from the top side. They still change down onto the south side now. Tries to get the dunk onto Flaxi is unsuccessful. Carlos Magnus using a very aggressive dash. Lupa gets a nice little dunk and there's so many LMBs. Carlos Magnus already found dead, so Cat's kind of in there was really, really weird and awkward. It felt like Core just read them like a book and Lupa just really, really capitalized with that dunk. You need to respect the space of KP, especially when you know he's still got dunk off off cooldown. Flaxi already finding Thor as well, so Cat are looking really, really bad now for this early game. Ashka playing those LMBs in flurries onto Numa, and then he getting the full stacks. Dashes forward very, very aggressively now. Numa unfortunately scuffs the punch just by a hair. And Triple's trying to get the dunk onto Drive, but pops the Battlegum, trying to get a two-man stun. Is unsuccessful as well. We're completely forced out Bear now. And Gentle also finds Sanders at the same time as we flick over to the complete full north-hand side of the map. And Lobster now in a little bit of a troubling situation. As the Rain of Arrows comes out, and one gets a nice little clean dunk, maybe able to get a second one onto Gentle. Oh my god! This is the Jin we like to see. Rhapsody now on 1 HP. The dagger unfortunately misses, but Lob 1, he's asking for that triple kill. Is he going to get it? Come on! Come on! Oh, and Ox actually yoinks the triple, so, you know, I think there's going to be... I think that team has to disband because, you know, the triple was not assigned to the Jin. Come on now. Come on, Ox. You ruined the moment. Ash got also caught in a really tricky situation. Same with J-Raf, getting absolutely chunked by Pan. That wasn't even the main target, and now they finally found the main target of Ashka. They tried the res, and Marionette just briefed J-Raf there, even pops the slug wave, and that's the celebratory res. Flick over to the left-hand side. Looks like I did see on the mini-map it was hyenas and fish having their own little mini fight. Panoram just managed to escape. And it looks like Kronos is about to be res, so they're going to be okay in this scenario. Lob actually really, really capitalized, you know, getting those free kills as well. Just that free triple kill, basically. That really brought them back into the game and then some.
An enemy oracle
Looks like
is
Piggy's
scanning.
also picked up a squid. Camo all double relicked up as well. Farming up Iron Acres, while Koi are making their way down as well, trying to farm up one camp. Maybe they can steal it. Or maybe getting two camps. They're kind of split farming, which is really nice to see. Iron tries a hook, but it's unsuccessful.
Abyssal hatchlings have spawned.
Actually, I'm going to flip back onto the heart. Sorry, not on the heart. Back onto Iron. Looks like one finds Vunu. Death is also completely segregated from the team. No armor as well. Pick up to the top left of that. It looks like Tua are potentially in a bit of trouble unless one... Ooh, taking a little bit of chip damage. I wonder if Kaiser can really look for a finish, potentially. Black Lamb actually gets one kill. Can maybe take down one as well. Oh my god, Black Lamb. Come on, going for the finish. Why did them res? Why did you dash back? Oh man, I wish you just mini dashed there. Went for a full dash. Still gets a nice Vortex Charm. And Lob, I feel like they're really, really panicking now. The beacon comes in. Maybe a train res attempt. But I think they're going to transcend this into the end of the earth. Unfortunately, they do it, and that is Lobster outed, unfortunately, straight afterwards.
Enemy oracle online.
So we tries to get a big send in, but unfortunately gets absolutely cleanly chunked by Bear. The stasis is popped by Carolus. Pops the ulti, but can't even get it off in time, unfortunately. And Thor has to jump ship straight away, maybe to go towards Heart or Prisma. It looks like he's going towards Heart. Based on those movements we can see on the minimap. As we flick over to Leo, they're completely chilling, isolated away from everyone else. They got, you know, all the free farm in the world, it feels like. As Vunu just died to the world as well. I wonder if that was a train death or something along those lines. Bit of craziness. Or looking to apply a bit of pressure as well. And I'm wondering as well, as you mentioned with the Tetra picks, is that happening because of this potential buff that we've seen on PvE? Because there's this insane buff with the shield to Tetra. And I'm wondering if that's, incentivizing people to, pick her up so that, by the next patch, they can really, really abuse and, get that Z tier character.
Meteor beast incoming.
Who knows? 'Cause that'd be cool if coaches are recommending people to swap over in advance. For the soul, we're looking at auto repair in about 45 seconds. Same with ethereal touch as well on the south side, just below Enshrine. Yeah, Flakes. Surely.
An enemy oracle is scanning.
I just feel like she didn't even need any changes, bro, and they just changed
Warning.
her.
Storm closing.
I'm looking to apply a little bit of pressure onto Cat. Both level 9s. Hopefully we can get the level 10s pretty soon. Fisher in the similar predicament as well. There's basically not any biomes left to farm. Pana looking absolutely stacked to the fucking 9s.
Let's dance.
We're looking to apply a bit of pressure on the south side. I think they're trying to mirror core potentially, but just above them we do see hyenas as well.
Meteor beasts have landed.
So 2 Evas in this game, of course. VivEU now slowly walking down. We do see Triple just chilling in that kind of one bit of bush. We do see the VivEUcamp play onto the Meteor Beast. That's forced it towards hyenas in the general direction. Flakes. Trevor already finds Carolus as well. Decently sized Arcane Rogue and getting all 3 basically. LMB's applied in Flurries. Nice little dagger through the gates there. The rails. Jira finds Thor as well at the same time. Another Arcane Railgun. A little bit of poke. Beckham comes in. Actually finds one pick. Nice little dunk. Chain combo. But Kapagod says no to that and really reverts the pressure back onto VivEU. Kronos actually finds a pick onto VivEU now. It is a 2v3 by Core now slowly walking up as well. Black Lamb might be the next potential victim. Maybe that's the boss as that laser comes through, gets sniped by it, and they all get hit by it as well. And Lupa gets another free kill now onto Suncheese this time. And a nice Vortex Sham unfortunately misses, but Greed is there with a nice clean reinforcements onto Kronos now. Hopefully Greed can get that the squid play or something along those lines, maybe onto something. Euphoria also takes down Cat, the last member of Cat, so they're out at 9th place. Hook misses narrowly by Lupa. Capagods can hopefully escape in this scenario. As we flick over to the left-hand side of Prisma, looking at Pan and Bear. Greaves is chilling on the high ground, maybe got a couple of quick shot buys in. Ideally needs to repair armor as well if possible, but maybe he's already spent the money. I'm not sure if that is 3 potential crowns or if it's just bugged, but there's an abundance of crowns on the north side. Koi potentially just chilling in bush, but definitely been found out by Leo as they look to apply a heavy amount of pressure, really forcing them down. Yeah, picked up a soul as well, it looks like, for free. And Cora about to do the same, it seems like. Yep, there we go. So both souls are now taken. As we look for a potential big scuffle here, Kronos. A little bit of trouble potentially. He's kind of negated or kind of even the playing field in respect to damage, but now he's not super low HP. Has to go down towards Dauda, who picks up a nice little free kill there. But they do get a red chest in exchange though, so. There we go, so the piggy takes that perk. And resonating Aldo on the right hand side as well. Kind of backed as a full 3-man on that bonfire. Bow getting poked out little by little. Some of Napalm's already dropped. Breeze already had to pop the stun, but looks like a chain CC onto Breeze is leaving Breeze dead completely here. And I'm wondering if they're going to continue the pressure now. It's a 2v3, but Pan do definitely have that poke comp that makes it really, really difficult to get a free easy in. They drop the jump pad. Really, really going aggressive onto Dauda. Unfortunately, iDrive completely whiffs the ulti. I guess it was they were trying to do like a TP play, or I'm not really sure what that was, but I don't know. Looking at Capagods, he's completely homeless. Really looking for a crown or anything. He has 4k, so he could potentially get a crown. He's going to head towards the shop or try to. We do see Cam chilling in the bushes though. Hopefully Kappa has got the high PM to buy the crown and get out of that GUI in time before Cam, really going for that hook or a dunk or something along those lines. Actually pops the dagger back. Oh no, he's completely chunked out here. Getting CC chained. And unfortunately, Cam do take him out. So Hyenas are at 8th place, and it looks like Core maybe to get a quick kill onto Marionette potentially, while Greed looking to get the final kill. There we go. It's a 2v3. Reinforcements need to come in rapidly here. Looks like they're just going to go and escape. Never mind. Makes sense going for that kind of reset that way. It's probably potentially safer. He can maybe take the anomaly as well. He's going to go for the anomaly play. It looks like he's thinking of it. They probably hear it, so Cam needs to be kind of careful here. Yeah, they have made the right play to go towards Greed. Thinks the anomaly goes through, which is nice with the squid. Oh no, Flaxy! He actually dashed into it the last second. But Loop is there with the reinforcements. Rapidly afterwards, taking down Marionette. And that's like a Vortex Charm. He jumped into it. And then the next victim is probably going to be this Tetra in this scenario. That is Sparta unfortunately down. It is down to just JRF now. There's a crown on the right hand side. Potential free pickings. And these other 2 or 3 teams kind of in the circle have their own little mini scuffle. Not turned into a full fight just yet. But, oh, I say that again. Every single time I say that. Someone's getting absolutely omega chunk. Salamander with the Viridus Fury onto Numa. But he's already rapidly healed that up and negated all of the damage. And also being potentially gate kept there. Back to a 3-man as well. By Fish. Looking at Orb of Revival as well. Potentially up for pickings by Koi. Crown pickup as well, as I said. 1 minute 15 for for JRAF.
Warning. Storm closing.
They've dropped the pad. They've got Sky Shark, so Pan can easily rotate away from Fish and not get kind of mirrored. They're just going to be too fast. But they do see this crown, I think, and they're kind of hesitating, waiting for the zone to close before really kind of sending it in aggressively. Yeah, trying to rotate around, find a little pocket space on the south side. Luke is dropped onto Core. And unfortunately, JRF is dead by Numa. So they are completely out of the game. Just 6 teams left now. Orb of Revival is about to drop, but it is of course instant in the corrupted zone.
The lava baron
It might be a potential little fight again between Pan and Fish. We see some beck and cheese potentially by Death with enough beckons. Maybe you can get it across, but this I don't know if this lip is going to scuff things with a beckon. I'm not too sure. They're about to bring it back. The corrupted zone's already collapsing. And Lupa finds the piggy as well. Numa has to jump between like 50 different teams. Just narrowly avoids getting swiped at the last second by a dunk. By the Wukong dunk. 55% as well for Amorius. The Mama's trying to get Pokemon whenever possible. Down to finds the piggy. Lupa gets the hook. Chain dunk, but Breeze actually manages to skirt around down to the south side. Nice little wall combo onto Flaxy. Escapes with 1 HP, pops the heal as well. But Leo now looking for potential free pickings as the second wind is popped and the stand on the Wisp to guarantee that one member is back in the game. Flaxy though already finds Greed dead again. Flaxy trying to escape. Unfortunately, it's not fast enough. Zephs actually finds Flaxy caught or completely outed 6th place. Hannah also in a bit of a sticky situation as well. They're on the low ground now as Luma keeps playing this LMBs, getting really, really clean poking. Dabza finally returns a little bit of the pressure and kind of evens the playing field a touch. Very, very awkward set of corridors, especially with the piggy. You can easily get the poke through the wall. And trying to get those heals in desperately now from the shop. Trying to get a full reset in when possible. Yeah, picked up double red perks now. They are at 3 kills overall. So Breeze tries to get a dunk. Zesh tries to do the same thing. Swap from KP to the Wukong, of course. So I'm going to try and get a little bit of heals in onto Breeze whenever possible. And Numa's there on the right hand side. This is looking very, very troublesome for both teams potentially, depending on which team they actually fully focus. It looks like Lagra might be the first victim potentially, or Salamander. There goes the stun combo. Salamander and Lagra found dead by Burr. Only 1 member left. Trapper also on super low HP, but Koi managed to also find themselves on half HP themselves pretty much, but they've rapidly healed it up. Well, of course, with having that Eva, for doing the similar sort of thing towards Pan.
Enemy Oracle is scanning.
Crown pickup by Zephs.
Allegro.
The storm's eye is drifting. Move carefully.
Yeah, quick bit of hydration in there, guys. There we go. So Numa's triple reds. They just took up all the red packs. It feels like Zeph's chilling in bush for a split second before Panorama probably finds it. There we go. And Zeph's is now found. Pops the R&B, but he's getting absolutely changed to Seed. Has to pop the ulti now, and he may have just spawned enough chaos between these two teams to kind of fight each other. Ashka and Panorome actually really trying to send it onto this crown. Panorome is about to get to, be successful with this one. Pops a little bit of R&B for a shield, goes down to the south side, and the Fish maybe have now 3 pickings. Surprisingly, the pressure wasn't applied onto Fish. The longer they live, try and live here, never mind. The spike comes in right at the last second, and that is Leo outed, unfortunately, 5th place. But Fish, they've forced themselves into a bad position now. Pan maybe looking for 3 pickings now. Probably one member is at least going to die, I would reckon. The ulti's popped by Panorome. Tries to escape if possible. It looks like there's another triple in this scenario. Also dead. Numa also found dead. That's the ulti by Lepiggy taking down Death as well. So Koi is now the last member. Sorry, Ashka's now the last member for Koi. And Bird, who's still the deal, taking down Koi. 4th place.
You didn't take this seriously.
Reeves also finds Panorama as well. So it's just Lamamo for Fish. He gets a nice little armor reset right at the end.
Oracle online.
Crown pick up by Lepiggy. TP's up to the north side. We are seeing a res drop by Lamamo, which should probably happen for free, I reckon. But they are in a very narrow corridor. Lepiggy is applying so much pressure probably. Well, she doesn't get the stun, so Lepiggy has to TP away. Driver's probably also considering the same sort of idea as well. There we go. He's also dropped. Cameron being absolutely chunked, potentially nearly getting sniped out in midair. He's got the stealth with the vegetation. And Dowds are just fine Panorome now to get down to the south side. He finally realised it. And that's Panorome unfortunately found dead. Piggy with about 35 seconds left. I wonder if Fish have enough for a... Yep, they have enough for a res. There's a shop on the bottom left hand side that they should probably head towards if they want to, once they realise that Pan and Bear are probably having a fight. No, they're just waiting, playing this game, fair enough. Or they go for this crown, of course, which makes sense. I think if your pro keeps hitting his enemy, the Arcane Railguns to summon napalms, they can get value from it. Trevor gets knocked away by the fan at the last second. It's just 8 seconds left for Piggy. Trying to last as long as possible. It's only 5 seconds. Drops down in the abyss. Takes a bit more extra damage. Pops the ulti stun combo. Drives there. And they actually get the Kramas right at the last second. Numa's already getting drunked though. The Piggy manages to survive with 1 HP. He's playing the mountains perfectly out of bounds. TP's away. And it is going to be just driving our last life for Pan. Getting so many more kills. Again, the Momo just pick up a crown. 1 minute 20. Gets the Snowman onto Trepper. Takes a little bit of damage from the summon napalm. Has to dash through down to 2 members. And oh, nice little air blast at the last second. And I don't think it's going to be enough. And how many kills do Pan end up with? They are, what, 11, 14 kills for Pan again. Damn. Big farm. Alrighty, let's see. We're on game 5 now. That's going to be Bullet again. Everyone's here, cool. I think they've won 2 in a row, right? I think it was Finn who won game 2, if I'm not mistaken. I think I even looked into my VOD basically to make sure it was Finn. Nah, it's all good, bro. It's all good. It gives me a chance to just chill out for a bit because I don't know how, but in these last couple of months, casting 6 games solo is way more difficult than it used to feel. I don't know. I used to have like infinite stamina not stamina. I don't know what it is, but I can just feel my voice becoming sore by like game 3 or 4 when I'm solo casting. It's definitely easier when you have like a co-cast to like take off some of the burden. Oh dear. What's the new character called? I can't remember. Let me see if I can find it again. It'll be in like announcements or something. Nyx, there we go. Yeah. Are you looking forward to that, Flakes? Is that like a new potential main for you? Bullet trains, yep.
Select your hunter.
Let's light this match.
I mean, a
You
lot of people
are
have
the
said she's
drop
going to be like a
leader.
drain tank, right? Hey. And then surely you should have even played Mercury then. Oh my god. Or Eva. I don't know, bro. This the some of the character designs are just funny, bro. Like how they've shifted. When you look at like the characters like from release and the characters that were released afterwards. But at least mechanically, hopefully, she's like interesting, right? Yeah, surely, Flakes. I mean, I don't really care how a character looks. I always care about how a character plays, but so often you see people up in arms in various discords about how a character looks. Like, I always care about how the mechanics of it works, right? But I guess from like a general appeal perspective, it makes sense. Like, some people care about it, but
Abyssal hatchlings incoming.
alrighty. So game number 5. This is going to be bullet trains, of course. And straight off the bat, we're looking at Burr going towards mana coils. Where are the armors on Scav? Okay. 2 teams going towards Iron Acres. We're looking at Soul Stealer on Vein Grove. Yeah, I can see it, Flakes. I can see it. Well, that's kind of the approach they're taking. So no one went for like an aggro drop onto Soul Stealer.
Enemy Oracle online.
We've got teams that are relatively close to each other, of course, Cam and Finn, but I don't think they're going to necessarily engage each other unless they go towards Ever Oracle and the coin pile. And I think we're probably going to see some backs here potentially onto Victoria. There we go. But they got to be quick because it's already level 4s, and it looks like this team is really going to take the Abyssal Hatchling. Maybe after this explosion phase, they have free pickings. It's TP to the left as well, which kind of potentially favours Pan in this scenario. Breeze absolutely chunky Euphoria. Epish have to completely jump ship now, unfortunately. The Soul Speed is definitely going to be free pickings now for Pan. So Finn are taking this Abyss Hatchling for free, and Cam are basically doing the same. They get the Ever Oracle. Rhapsody also has the drive as well, Sunfire Drive, whatever it's called. Wildfire Drive, sorry. And Core hopefully looking for the armors. I think they've just reached this biome, so once they open a couple of chests, they're going to be in good standing. Armors.
An enemy warning.
Cats are also farming up Dawn. They're going to have to obviously take a long rotation down afterwards, but you know, it's easy free farm and contested, which is helps stabilize their early game for sure. Same with Leo, of course, but they're going for like super duper split farm, as we see Lagra already trying to make his way around. Get some farming, even in Imotech. As we flicker into Iron Acres, it looks like Pan and Hyenas having a little mini exchange. Jareth already finds Gentle as well. Rhapsody finding J-Rath. So Cam definitely going to have to jump ship. It looks like Gentle's definitely going to be res before anything else can happen. Rhapsody already with the kind of backup cover. And Cam do have a res on Hallows they could potentially go to. I'm wondering if Finn want to really aggro chase this, but they don't really have the heals, probably all the sustain for you know, at least in the early game, it's not going to be, they're not going to have the econ for it, or it's not likely to have the econ. Yeah, Flakes.
Enemy
I mean, that's something that I don't really know if it was like a good change. I like it when teams have to make more risky committal plays, if that makes sense. Unfortunately, Ox is found dead, and Lob probably have to jump ship now. Sanders and One both again go their own separate ways. Black Lamb looking for the chase onto One if possible with a stun maybe. Unfortunately, it's just a bit out of range. I think I preferred it more when a player had to just back. Sorry, they couldn't back and they had to walk back. I mean, is there going to be a free kill here? Pan have to quickly jump ship. They probably heard hyenas. Yep, completely get out of town. Just looking at how many teams are on this upper lip is crazy on the upper half of this circle. It looks like there's a bit of gatekeeping here by Finn onto Cam. Rhapsody does not have his teammates close enough. Lagra finds Trapper as well. So on the north side. Nice little free pickup. Oh, and they lost the item too. That's not a good thing. Some ghosts are still available, of course. Had to look to get some jumps or some pressure. Panorama already found dead, unfortunately, so... Look up to the right side. Gentle finds Sparta as well, so Finn... 2 kills already. Too bad. The games are getting a little bit scrappy again. Salamander is the occupier now of Soul Stealer. Nice little dunk by Breeze, but Cobra kind of negates the majority of the damage with the ulti for a split second. Trapper tries to fire a little bit more poke, but Thor's there with the reinforcements in this ghosty ghost matchup, and Carolus is there with a bit more reinforcements. Forces Trapper at the last second. And Koya now looking for some potential free pickings onto Dowser. He's kind of temporarily split from the team, trying to break through the wood. Makes his way out, and Ashkin's there with a couple of LMBs, tries to make his way through the abyss. Just about does it, and he's going to be okay. There's armor up for grabs, potentially for Burr, should they need it. They already have. They're looking pretty healthy, to be honest.
The storm is closing.
A lot of teams are still like rotating around the north side, though. So many teams around Heart. Jerry finds Rhapsody.
Enemy Oracle online.
And on the south side, Cam have rotated all the way around. And we did see Fish as well going rotating up. Level 6, day 2. They desperately need to find mobs. We're seeing some teams level 7 and 8 now. Stabilization is going to be like the key focus for those guys if possible. Lob are also trying to form up mobs as well. On the left hand side, they've got mana cores completely for free. Got 3 teams kind of circling around here. It might be a potential engagement here between Pan and Fish. Still level 6 though, only 1 team level 7, so they have 1 member level 7, so they have to completely jump ship again.
Abyssal hatchlings have spawned.
Been trying to get some poke onto the Abyss Hatchling and a decent amount of poke onto Breeze as well. With Gentle with the LMB, of course. Delta trying to reverse some of the pain caused by Gentle. Trepper getting a couple of LMBs onto Kappa Gods. Hopefully Trepper can make it out of this situation. Salamander finds Thor at the same time. Flick over to the left side. Lagra finds Cobra, so it's just Carolus left alive now for Cat. And he's potentially getting chased out now by Koi. Okay, Mogo just misses. They kind of misinterpreted the audio cues maybe, or didn't see him. Dalta finds Kronos. I think he was trying to predict that they're going to go towards the res. That made sense. Crab is already found dead. Trapper doesn't get spiked, but does still find himself dead, unfortunately. There's a box attempt res. Kronos is also going to get completely finished. And looking to circle around now. They've lost Trapper, of course, so they have to look for a res. There's one here, but there's like 3 or 4 teams surrounding it. The Heart one is probably easier to go for, but they have Breves with the split with the split res, so probably going to be guaranteed in this scenario. Oh, that 2-man dunk with the slug wave gets nicely knocked away though. Salamander provides a little bit more breathing room for Lagra, but I think Lagra's still going to die in this situation. Gets a nice little summon napalm to heal up a decent amount of damage. Dashes to the right side, but Black Lamb, the dunk, never mind. Vunu gets it right at the end. For the beasts, we're looking at auto repair and corrosion, and hyenas are unfortunately found dead.
Enemy Oracle online.
Look at it, cool with the trim rotate. They managed to pick up the armors that we saw from the early game with that late rotation they did. We're looking at Lobs as well, chilling in the bushes. They're getting a full back. For a full 3-man, there we go. Meanwhile, just above, we're looking at Cat and Cam. There we go, so they negate that division ward. So we're looking to apply a little bit of pressure onto Core. And it's going to be some red on red violence, it looks like, as Carlos Magnus gets a nice little dunk onto JRAF, and then he's being peppered by Thor onto JRAF as well, but he pots the summon napalm, gets a nice little spike grenade as well to kill Cobra completely. And a couple more LMBs off him railgun. The Kingpin manages to make it out at the last second, and Thor is now last alive for Cat. Nice little spike grenade to hopefully ensure survival, but I think JRAF... Oh, he actually goes down to the south side, really nice for the team.
Meteor Beast has
There's a nice
landed.
little sneaky escape by Thor right at the last second, but his options to get his team back are looking quite
An
thin.
enemy Oracle is scanning.
Black Lamb. Oh! And he gets the massive ulti pop there. But Zeph actually gets the nice little slug wave pop with the squid. Doing a mega amount of damage onto Krista there. And Thor finally sticks the res. It is night 3, so he should be able to make it out of that one. Just a little bit damaged. Does take a little bit of damage from the boss. Triple trying to get the dunk down, but unfortunately kind of scuffs it out. Trepper gets the kill into Triple. Dalta found dead as well by Ashka. 1-1 exchange. The spike grenade just narrowly misses, and I think Poi can probably res this up maybe if Ashka gets around, which is successfully done now. But Dalta's already back first. And it looks like kind of jumping ship just temporarily. 48% for the Meteor Beast. Spike grenade connects, I think, onto... oh my god, the chonkage onto Ashka. Already found dead so fast. One sword is already taken, I think, by Finn in this scenario. Yep, they do make their way down to the south side now. Taking some goodies. Fish have not really stabilized levels at all still. Really, really fatigued in levels. They could even look, I don't know, look anywhere for mobs would be the ideal situation here if they could do it.
The sky opens.
Yeah, Flakes, bro. A lot of people are taking it now. Death has already found dead, unfortunately, with Finn really jumping onto Death right there, right at the last second. It is just Triple last alive, jumping through about 50,000 teams. There is a crown there on the island, as well as Resonating Idol. Doesn't go for the Resonating, but does pick up the crown successfully. Oh, he nearly got the train there right at the last second. I think Cobra is also thinking of the same sort of thing. Seeing a complete mirror here between two members of Cat. Maybe looking to chase Triple. Picks up a Sky Shocker right at the last second with a little bit of fuel. And finds that Lobster's also there, so you can't really do too much there either. On the full south side, maybe Fish could finally get a little bit more XP. There we go. There's the stabilization that I've been hoping for from Fish in Game 5. Trying to hook against Lobster, but they're okay in this scenario. Triple trying to avoid the fury of Cat, but they are looking to chase this one quite aggressively. They want to get the crown pop. Triple pops the ulti to guarantee his survival.
An enemy Oracle
Sheriff
is
also found
scanning.
to pick. Panorama finds the Piggy as well. Face steel chain. Hook. Ulti pop. Oh, and Leo gets the kill. The last hit finds all members back. A nice little convenient res as Zephs hopefully doesn't jump back into the train. I think they've already lost one member, but Salamander did find at least one pick as well from a spike from the Viridus Fury that he popped basically twice because he had ulti cooldown again. And Zephs is now looking for some sort of... There's a crown actually that he could go for potentially. Or they can't go for Cobra because he's only got 2 seconds left, so that's no longer an option. Zephs chilling in a bush, just waiting to see what he can do. Oh my god. Okay, we'll just pick up the Resonating right at the end. We're looking at a Orb of Revival in the Corrupted Zone, of course. Bug from like 8 months ago. Same with the second Resonating Idol.
Warning. Storm closing.
As we flick over to Panoramas. Picked up a crown, 1 minute 15 left. This camera applying a little bit of pressure. Both Peckers are throwing rocks whenever possible. Boxer's attempt as well by Salamander. Hopefully can get Lagra back, I think it is in this situation. Does do it, but hopefully can get away. Spike Grenade provides a little bit more time, then actually spikes the one, so really even the playing field here. Hopefully Lagra can survive against J-Raf. But the zone is now doing so much damage. Lagra does manage to escape. Marionette. Train is coming down. Numa! Numerable! Bro, no. No. That's illegal. I'm not going to say anything else. Sheriff is found dead. I'm sure the French community will tear him up enough, so that would be nice. Smile. I mean, anyone could die to the trade. I'm just trolling, you know. Even the good players. Oh! Lamama actually, I think Fish somehow got the kill credit there. They got all members back, but I think Lamama's already found dead pretty much instantly after. And Panorome unfortunately gets hooked back, dug down. And that's another kill for Tua there. Yeah, definitely getting a couple of kills this game for sure. Well, they're 8 already. He's getting demoted.
The storm is closing.
No. Nice little back play by iDrive. Kitty back. Travis picks up a crown right at the last second. Marinette is still last alive as well. And I think he's going to look for a crown buy, but he's got 1.5k actually. You can't even do that. Oh, when he gets spiked right at the last second. So Cats do get outed and Leo get back all 3 members as well. I feel like Salamander's popped like 2 or 3 crowns this game. Insane stuff. On the bottom right side, we're seeing a massive scuffle here between Lob and Tua. It looks like one is already found dead. Lagra finds Marinette as well. So Kama also outed 8th place. One is about to get rapidly res with the GA pop plus the Wisp stand on. Tua also back as a 3-man. So Lob looking a little bit in a sticky situation as Bear and Tua applying pressure from both sides. And they probably should jump up to the north side. But I'm surprised, Tua, why aren't you guys applying pressure? You could have full sandwiched them. I don't know why they didn't full sandwich there. They kind of walked back. That was really odd. To me, that was like so free. Like Bear were applying pressure from the north side. Either way, we're looking at Lagra on super low HP, manages to get underneath. While Lagra finds Breathe, surprisingly. Trevor on 1 HP actually found dead as well. Nice little portal play at the last second. Gentle, can he get the LMB? Nice little dash knock. But it's not enough from Dowdza. And Lobster, Ox and One, I think they died to the train. Oh no. But they did get Sanders back somehow. Numa goes with the ulti, unfortunately kind of scuffs it right at the last second. Lagra on 1 HP, can he get one auto? One more. Okay, there we go. So Numa has exacted his revenge and Drive gets the last kill onto Leo. Nice little Fusel pop at the end. Of course, it's going to be reset, so that helps things greatly. But are looking relatively like 6 kills now. Zone is favouring them. Sanders chilling in zone. There is a res attempt by Core. Zone is going to hurt a truckload. And hopefully they've got the squid play. Squid play, please. There we go. Hopefully they can make it out of this one, but there's a little bit of gatekeeping by Finn. They're both tied to the world. Oh, man. It's just Flaxy last alive now. He's good for the next train. Okay, attempt number 2. Come on, Flaxy. Hopefully still got air blast. He had to jump off at the last second. He might be scuffed there. He's completely dead. There's no way he's making it out. Pops the air blast at the last second. I think if he popped it before, he could have been okay, to be honest. But Rhapsody's also found dead amongst this exchange. Bear getting another kill. Nice little ulti pop by Black Lamb. Actually gets the kill onto the Piggy. A little bit of void on void violence. Nice little TP play as well at the end. Allows Black Lamb to survive a little bit longer. And he actually navigates that fight really, really cleanly. But Kaiser actually ties to the train again. No way. Amongst the chaos, Crab has bought a crown, or found a crown. There's also another crown pickup by Sanders as well. Another one. There's 3 crowns. Okay, we're in a Game of Thrones situation, it looks like. Oh, Black Lamb, he's kind of scuffed the R&B. The dunk comes down. The slug wave. Black Lamb just needs to kind of kite this one perfectly. Nice little stunt at the last second. To allow a little bit more survival. Numa, come on. He gets hooked back. No, Crab. Oh. And Numa gets the kill onto Crab right at the last second. So that's a nice big punch. Chain TC. Bear going to get another kill at the very least. Yeah, okay. I'm pretty sure Numa said, screw this guy. I died to the train. I got to come back now. And he's rightfully so. He's done that.
Storm tightening.
With just 3 teams left on the bottom right side, Sanders chilling with about 35 seconds left. We are seeing another crown potentially spawning on the left-hand side as well, should someone die. And now they're finally applying pressure to Sanders. He's dashed through once. Feathered a little bit and dashed to the left-hand side onto the next island. And Numas, of course, and the Piggy are going to be mirroring this one perfectly. He could have even tried an anywhere but here play if he picked that one up, but decided against it, I guess. He's just going for the complete Omega dash play. Unfortunately, it gets spiked right at the last second. And that is Lobster out. Just 2 teams left now. Kaiser trying to look for any scraps of money, maybe for a crown pickup. 2.6k. He's already dropped the pad as well. That's scuffed, I guess. Piggy goes for the stun, gets the combo, and that is likely going to be Bear taking game number 5. And of course they do 11 kills, what, 13 kills in total for Bear. Nice one right at the end. A lot of people died to trade in this one this time. Holy. Alrighty, we are now in our last game for today's Scrim block. It is going to be in stable portals again, of course. We just got one DC, so we'll just wait for the last member of Lobster to get back, and then we should be good. Alrighty, big. I think one thing that they really need to do, they need to add like a lobby check button, man. Like each person can play it, and it's like a red light and then a green light, and if all players are green, then the game can start, whatever. I'm sure, I don't know if Apex has something similar to that, but it just removes everyone having to spam R. I know that as well, especially in the Asia region, they're like really coordinated with it. So they have like one person who will do the R check. So there's only 12 R messages as opposed to 36. So it's a lot more easy for me to check that every team is actually ready. I remember when I did the observation for the Abyssal Cup in Asia, it was really, really smooth. But yes, we've seen some monster kill games in the past couple of days for these scrims. Yeah, Flakes, bro. I'm used to it, man. I'm just getting perma trolled, bro.
Hey.
It is what it is. At this point, I can't police these guys, bro. They just want to troll me at every fucking opportunity. Sorry, it's okay.
Abyssal hatchlings are spawning soon.
Alrighty, so game 6, 4 on the left-hand side. We're looking at Resilience, really, really far away from the drop circle, or drop line. I keep saying circle, it's drop line. Cold Fang as well with the armors, and of course the money. And a red book as well on Catacombs. So, straight off the bat, we're looking at Tua going for probably the Guardians-esque play that we've seen numerous other teams doing, basically. To get some nice money in, items, etc., potentially. Seen 2 teams drop on Prisma as well, and both the green teams on Iron Acres and Heart respectively. No one went for any academy plays. Makes sense. Fisher picking up the Sky Sharks and probably insta-going Cold Fang, that's my guess. I think we've seen them do it at least once or twice before.
Abyssal
Somehow Rhapsody
hatchlings
dies
have
as well.
spawned.
I'm not sure if that's a DC or not.
Be well.
Seen some nice armor pickups from Shogi. From Pan.
Be well.
With speed.
But apart from that, game is looking very, very calm for game 6. Oh, there we go. There's the restart. I thought that there was a bug. I thought it, bro, when I saw them just standing there. All right. Yeah. I think it's crazy too. I just flicked over on the left hand side to look at some of the devs in the official Discord. Like you can see them playing like advanced, like closed versions of the game. Is it Bubo? One of the devs is playing Supervive with this D in front of it. So I don't know what that means, but I've seen that in the past as well. So I'm wondering what they're testing before they reveal it to the public. Let's just check something real quick. I'm being dumb, am I? Yeah, it's fine.
Select your hunter.
Let's light this match.
You are the drop leader.
Dude, these weekends go by too fast, man. I hate it, man. And in the UK, all the public holidays are basically over. So you have to use your own holidays if you know, your work holidays if you want to actually have one. Like I have to wait till like Christmas now for my next public holiday. Yeah, Kuba, you're not wrong, bro. It just, bro, my Sunday just disappeared. I swear, like I woke up decently early this morning, and then I swear, like 4 or 5 hours at least just disappeared from today. I mean, I was doing chores and stuff. Maybe that's why. I don't know. Also, Kuba, are we doing any interviews today? If you know.
Roger that. GG.
Are we playing that? Nobody.
Or I don't know if Courageous wants to conduct them. I can conduct them too if there's anyone who wants to, but...
Abyssal
let me know.
hatchlings are spawning soon.
Alrighty, so this time, Gridlock, we got the armors there instead. So I imagine there's going to be at least 2 teams. There we go. Fish. I think Fish seem to take that kind of macro approach quite consistently, going for armors.
Be well.
Once I scroll out, there we go. And landed a touch awkwardly here, to be honest, because he didn't really get the insta level 2, but Fish had a better drop line guaranteed in that camp. Yeah, no worries, Cooper, bro. All good. Just above them, we're looking at Finn. They're probably going towards Academy, I would guess, instead. If they can maybe yoink like 1 armor, which they've not been successful with so far. There's about 2 chests that are within their reach still. And Gentle picks up 1, then we go. Crab takes another, so they got a decent high roll.
Abyssal hatchlings have spawned.
That's fine. He got gold key as well, so Gentle can easily continue the snowball. Rhapsody was the unfortunate one in this scenario. There is another chest there that they didn't manage to pick up, but Finn are actually looking to take down Fish, potentially. Euphoria tries to get a nice little arc and railgun, but doesn't connect onto Rhapsody. And Fish, kind of stuck in a potentially sticky situation, but Rhapsody actually makes his way around at the last second. Very, very lucky. Escape from the R&B, kind of knocking her away. Oh, nice little key spike. Unfortunate there from Lamama onto Lamama, but... Oh, Euphoria getting poked a little bit. Rhapsody applying a little bit of poke potentially onto Fish, but not really successful with the angling. Gentle going basically into the face of... Oh, it's going to make it out in this scenario. This is the question. I know, does manage to escape with a slither of HP. And aside from that, just to the left of that, there are potentially 2 mini fights going on. Vunu actually gets a cheat spike onto Koi. So Koi have lost death in this little exchange. Black Lamb is probably looking for a back now. There we go. Finn did go a card right at the end. Some books and stuff to still pick up if they want to. But the zone pull is very extreme. So they've got to make sure that they've got a Sky Shock at least to get, kind of get into zone or something along those lines. Yeah, great stuff, Cooper, bro. Ooh, nice little snipe by Dodds right at the end onto death. Unfortunately, scuffs the combo, but doesn't think he needed it. Nice. I really like her plans kind of in here. And Tua finally take the last member out. Triple already found dead. and Koi completely dead last place. Very early exit, but Trevor also getting Omega hook, but unfortunately the backwards dash kind of scuffed things there, and he couldn't get the dunk combo, kind of guaranteed the kill. Lexi also chilling relatively close to Leo's Bond, trying to maybe look for a Bond steal, trying to kind of negate some of the pressure away from the vault. And now Cora now looking down towards Leo. Loop is looking for that hook. Same with Zephs, of course. Flexi, I like that Flexi's chilling on the right side. Greed is kind of centrally oriented. I think Loop is now there with the reinforcements. Yes, an amazing hook prediction. Nice little defensive hook as well at the last second, but Greed is still found dead, and Core now has to completely jump ship, unfortunately. This is what I was saying about the 80 strafing, that teams will eventually start learning it when the KPs get really good with the prediction. Unfortunately, there's a nice little spike at the end there, leaving Flaxy also dead, and Loop is now last alive. As we flick over to the right-hand side, top left of Hot, Thor is already found dead as well. Same with Carolus. And Cobra is now beginning to stick the res, if possible, just below that. We're looking at Tua and Burr. A couple of LMB exchanges between both Voids. It looks like Black Lamb has lost its exchange. Burr do have the high ground. Tua now completely jump ship. Maybe they're just going to wait for day 2 resets to be able to guarantee relics. Thor also finds Kappa God. Cronus finds Carolus Magnus. A 1-for-1 exchange that might be able to be flipped to a 2v1 exchange potentially if Thor can get the kill onto Cronus. But Hyen has already basically negated all of this. Never mind, Cronus is dead again, so Cheese is probably going to be sticking again. He's on hot duty potentially, as Kappa God is now on super low HP on that Shiv. You know, keeps dashing, evading Cobra and Thor for the moment, but he's only on 1 HP now. Pops the fuse solid, unfortunately it's not enough. Thor does find Kappa God, and unfortunately Hyenas also find themselves dead now. 11th place in this scenario, and Finn and Cam are having their little mini exchange potentially, but Crab basically avoids getting the majority of damage in his way. Gentle now looking towards Cam potentially. I think they're going to be looking for day 2 resets instead, to be honest.
Seeking.
Bruni finds Lamamo.
Abyssal hatchlings incoming.
So that's all stabilized itself, to be honest. Cobra setting in very aggressively on his own. Cam still back as a 4-3 man. All the poke pretty much misses. Cobra just managed a nice little sneaky escape. Thor is found dead. And rest on the north side is probably the only safe angle now, to be honest, because he knows how many teams are in hot.
The storm is closing.
Kaiser allowing us to life a tour as well, unfortunately. We're looking at the devastation that's going to be out of circle though. I don't think that will even spawn, to be honest. Armors will though, probably. Jareth looking to apply a heavy amount of pressure. The hook just narrowly misses against Gentle. Jareth is actually found dead, unfortunately. Gets a couple more LMB pokes onto Marionette. But Sparta's, you know, playing the walls perfectly, and Gentle's now on super low HP. The board takes 1 shot, and Sparta has to just AD strafe a little bit longer. LK and Rogun just get the connection. Rhapsody's now back in the game now for Finn. And unfortunately, there's a little bit of hook scuffage from Cam, so Gentle does escape with 1 HP. We're looking at 3 teams on the bottom right side, and Leo and Han with their own little mini exchange. Doesn't look like it's gonna, you know, unravel into anything crazy. Who knew? And Hauser found dead. Black Lamb does escape there, all the way on the north side. Maybe looking for just can't afford a crown. So it's definitely going to be a normal res. There is a portal to the left hand side which can go towards that res, which is probably going to be a free option maybe. Now he's stuck the UAV as well, for sure. He's going to know. And we're trying to bait Cam a touch before going in for a full punch maybe. Oh, but Numa gets dunked down by Marionette. Really cleanly done. And Finn looking for some potential free easy pickings with a free third party onto Cam. Sparta's now stuck between a rock and a hard place, and very, very literally. And unfortunately, it's just Jareth now last alive for Cam. Cobra's still, you know, homeless pretty much, looking for a res. He's going to go for a train res, it looks like. As a Gentle is maybe looking for that free easy picking onto Jareth. Cobra, can he get it though? And Cobra's now scuffed himself with the dunk. Probably should have tried to prioritize the res, and now Jareth is on top in this scenario. He's brought Memphis back. Okay. The greed. And there goes the res attempt by the Piggy. He's going to get his team members back up too. Not too far away though. Hopefully he can stick this one in time. There we go. Black Lamb tries a very, very aggressive in. He gets the stun, and the ulti pop actually picks in 1. And that is going to be Numa dead in this scenario. Oh, and another hook. Oh no. They're back to square one. This time it's going to be iDrive with the portal through. There's a crown on the south side now that you can pick up. That's probably the next kind of opportunity for Rez. Corrosion is up for grabs for one of the souls, and combustion on the top left-hand side. As we flick over to the train tracks, looking at Fish and Finn with a little bit of a fight going on here. Gentle already found dead though. Crab with the ulti pop doesn't get any connection against Panorome, unfortunately. No last second spikes, and Fish are probably looking for an opportunity to maybe look for another dunk onto Finn. Koro doing the same thing as well. Griever there, very aggressive in onto Rhapsody. Drive binds Black Lamb. So two are now just two members.
Storm tightening.
Lob have like basically triple healer comp. Luna coming out of nowhere for the last game. There's the train res from Drive.
Every opening.
Big E tries a little bit of TP magic. It's not enough, unfortunately. Wisp is knocked into the abyss completely. Soul is about to drop, of course. Corrosion up for grabs now between Leo and Pan. They're going to start having some enemy exchanges whenever possible. Meanwhile, there's about 3 teams on the top right side of this circle. Boxer's attempt by Numa, but that's going to be cancelled in a split second. Numa actually getting super chunked, has to pop the ulti straight away. Drive is left as the sacrificial lamb, likely, unless he can make his way out on that Shiv. Prime sends it on the ulti, getting the spike onto iDrive. And it's probably going to be maybe curtains potentially for Numa. He keeps doing the 80 strafe, not the 80 strafe, like the poke feathering tech on Bishop. That's going to knock with the spike grenade. Salamander pops the ulti, knocking away at least one member. Thor on already about half HP. Cobra getting a decent amount of damage onto Salamander, but Lagra tries to apply a little bit of damage back onto Cobra with the arcane railgun. Unsuccessful though. Flick up onto the north side. There's a spike already caught in catching one member out as well. Greed on super low HP manages to 80 strafe the arcane railgun by J-Wrath. On the top left hand side, we're seeing a Lob just playing super duper chill in the bush. Lob, one is maybe trying to bait in the bush. Surely Cam saw this, but I don't think they can do anything because they've already lost a member. They take the portal down the south side. There is a broken res on the right side with a bonfire right next to it, which is a little bit risky, but maybe they can do something there. Pan also picked up the soul right at the last second, and the other soul I think went to... It wasn't Fish in this scenario then, so... Was it Core? It was Core, there we go. Meanwhile, it looks like a full fight might be potentially erupting here between Core and Leo in this scenario. Oh, the arcane railgun was super duper clean. Cobra, a nice little ulti, but the arcane railgun did, an MB, sorry, catch him out right at the last second. Karos Magnus also probably about to be the next victim. Another spike there. Karos Magnus now lasts alive for Cat. Pops the RMB. Probably too much more here as Lagra does finally take out Karos Magnus. Breeze is now getting hooked in by Zephs. Dunked down. Slug with his pop. Manages to get out with a slither of HP right at the last second. Flick up onto the top left-hand side. It looks like a Fish looking to apply a bit of pressure onto Bear. Almost not looking too healthy. Does not have the best of early mid-games. Oh, Piggy gets knocked out of his TP. He's found dead straight away. Euphora again with a very aggressive dash to the left-hand side. Finds a little pocket space and then maybe, you know, looks to circle around towards Tua's direction, maybe, potentially. I'm not too sure.
Enemy Oracle online.
Looks like a Bond steal from for Leo as well. Giraffe does pick up a crown. 1 minute 25 roughly. Bear finally got themselves level 10. Red chest drop basically center right oriented. Looking at celerity in that second boss corrupted zone. Guardians, etc. And Abyss Hatchling is being picked up whenever possible.
Warning.
So that the flanks calm down for a split second there.
Abyssal hatchlings have spawned.
Right, so looking at econ and things like nature. Lob have managed to maintain their econ, but are slightly underleveled. Core are also looking really, really healthy. Armors are looking healthy too. And red perks as well. And aren't looking too healthy in armors, but they've got one red perk, and you know, they're pretty aggressive with their comps should they get a full in. There goes the hook. Slam combo onto Breeze. And Lupin manages to escape, probably winning this exchange overall, but hopefully his team can reunite with him very, very soon. In fact, his team are miles and miles away from him. So he's actually getting spiked right at the last second. That's not a good outcome there. Vuna also finds Ox as well. Very, very big, what's it called? Team scuff there with the comms. Oh, the dunk was monstrous there. Felt like that had some vicious or malicious intent almost, it felt like, by Vuna. Black Lamb gets a nice little battlegun stun. He's on super HP. VivEUcamp has to beat the body shield, the meat shield right at the last second. Kaiser, man, they need to exchange this role now. Black Lamb, they're all getting all the kills. They have to just get the full stomps in to take on Lobster. Lobster, unfortunately, are outed. 7th place. Got some decent placement points, but not any kills, unfortunately. We're back as a full 3-man as well. We're seeing a crown pickup as well, it looks like, in this scenario. Which has already been popped, I think. Yeah, it's just a map scuff. And Panorama's found dead. It's just Euphoria last alive, so Pan coming back real strong.
The Lava Baron will soon appear.
Seen Orb of Revival in about 50 seconds. The rest have been cancelled by Euphoria. Unfortunately, Pan spiked as well. So Fish are outed, unfortunately. 6th place. We knew that they're, it was just Euphoria last alive, so. Especially with the with the only res in the circle being on the left side, of course, and Core being there, it's like that was not happening.
Stand still, would ya?
We are seeing a crown on the bottom right hand side. Should a team member fall, and on the north side as well. Portal there, as we can see. It's basically a full circle rotation, as it always pretty much is. And looking mighty healthy in armors now. Started getting that Pokemon. He's even doing portal poke. It's so aggro, bro. I like it. And Cora maybe giving away a little bit too much space here. They're giving Pan way too much breathing room to just get off their shots. Greed is trying to return the fire whenever possible. Flax is now temporarily split from the team. He has to go through the portal because I don't think he's got another out here, to be honest. He manages to make his way out. And Core, Pan notice a 3v2 now. They can easily go in for a free in. Loop actually gets a nice little dunk though onto one member. Pops the slug wave as well, but the LMB's OK and Railgun just narrowly miss, and Looper does manage to make it away. And they're trying to back now onto Zeph, it looks like. There's a play. Big hook, I think, that it was on Zeph. Onto Looper. Catching him out. A potential big fight here. Oh, for the Orb of Revival, there's 2 on the ground. Brief picks up 1. Numa takes the beacon. There's still 1 on the ground though. Can Brief pick it up is the question. And amidst that, Numa does die in the fight, so there's no res for him anymore. 2 with a nice clean third. Of course, Dad's going to keep trying to get that Pokemon whenever possible. VivEUcamp maybe has an opportune moment to get a hook in. Unfortunately, unsuccessful. Oh, Doubts are getting absolutely chunked there. I was wondering if they wanted to turn the fight around. They can maybe play in the mountains and then go down, potentially, but they decided against it right at the end. Flick down onto the full south side. There's an ulti there by Lepiggy, which is unsuccessful. The Summon Napalm, which gets no value. iDrive getting absolutely pummeled by Salamander. And the Messer remembers Leo, but somehow survives that. VivEUcamp actually gets the mega hook onto Zeph's. So these KPs are always they're hooking each other endlessly. And there's a lot of space to play for these last remaining teams, but they all want to try and get these last couple of kills whenever possible, ideally. But of course, with iDrive being dead, Barrett are in a very sticky situation. They don't have enough for a crown either, but there is a crown on the bottom right hand side that is potentially being gate-kept or being picked up, in fact, by Salamander, because of course they want to get Zeph's back. There is a ruined respawn beacon on the top as well, potentially up for grabs. But a big hook comes in. The dunk comes down with a Summon Napalm combo. LMBs are being sent in flurries by all members. VivEUcamp already found down. Reeves has got the Orb of Life. That's ticking away now. He's going to be back in the game now, so he can maybe get a kill onto Black Lamb. Goes around, tries to circle the dunk. Unfortunately misses it. Gets the TP away, back onto Kaiser. But Reeves is about to get that kill, potentially does snipe Black Lamb. And that even the Orb of Life is not going to get any value in the Abyss, of course. So nice little dunk by spike by Dowdza. One more LMB does seal the deal onto Kaiser. Unfortunately, that is 2 are fully outed. Straight afterwards, Core take down Leo as well. So Core back as a full 3-man as well. Really big shifts here between these last 2 teams for this last game of the Scrim Block Sunday. Let's get it. So looking at items, macro, micro, everything is going to be important here for these last 2 teams, of course. The nuke has been dropped, of course. It's a magnetic item, it feels like, towards the bonfire. Split between them, so this is the econ items. Armors aren't the best of Core, but they're not bad either, of course. And they're definitely up in red packs as well. Pan are at 10 kills, and Core are at 8. Seeing a Pan drop as well, and a Bond drop as well for Pan. Breeve's taking a bit of damage, establishing
An
dominance.
enemy oracle is scanning.
And I'm wondering if do Core have? No, they don't have a continuous economy. Yeah, exactly. Greedy's going to go to the shops ideally or something. I'm wondering. There you go. He's going to get the armor repairs in. Circle is now favouring Pan. And their inn needs to be really clean. If you look at their remaining islands, this is something you've got to sort of preemptively see. So Core have definitely got space over this bigger island now against Pan. If Greed maintains this island and Core maintain the other two maintain this one. They get a surprising spike. Greed already with the inn straight onto Pan. Breeve's on less than half HP, stuck between a rock and a hard place. The Vortex Storm connects from Flaxseed, take it down Trepper, along with the reinforcements of Looper, of course. Breeve's last alive now. The Squid just misses, unfortunately, by Greed. But the chain stuns are going to finish this one off. And Core do take the last game with 11 kills right at the end. And that is going to finish off today's scrim block. But we hopefully have a couple of interviews maybe if anyone would like to be interviewed. If you're watching the stream, yeah, feel free to join the interview area, the interview channel. And then me or Kuba will drag you in. Awesome stuff. Yeah, what's up, Fuzi, bro? It was cool. It was cool. Okay. Yeah, decent, man. I'm just a bit tired after doing the solo cast, but I'm also just wondering, Fuzi, bro. Like my weekends just constantly disappear, bro. Like towards the end of Sunday, I'm just wondering what happened to it. That's the only thing that annoys me, man. Every weekend, I feel like that. All right, so I've seen some people who would already like to be interviewed, so I just want to see if Cooper would like to join because I know he said he wanted to ask some questions potentially himself. So I'm definitely interested to hear what he has to say. While that's happening, maybe he wants to join. I will drag in Triple maybe right now if you'd like to get interviewed. So.
Hello,
Yo.
no? Hello.
How's it going?
Better than last time actually, so I'm happy.
Yeah, it's
from
been a
today.
while since I think we've had an interview.
Yeah,
with
it
yourself.
was like
So yeah,
first Sunday was it, right?
Yeah, what's the things that you felt like you've improved on then, or what has there been some significant improvements that you felt in certain areas?
So we finally got a team completely.
Okay.
Like we have a team name, everything. It's official
Ooh.
now. And we did way better communication today than we did last time.
Okay.
Because last time was like a little bit hectic, new environment, everything.
Yeah, makes sense.
And now we had way better call outs to when to go in, what not to do. And yeah, pretty happy with that.
Okay. Great stuff.
Yeah.
Was there any things like macro things that you'd like improved on as well? Now that you've fully formed a team and things hopefully feel a bit more cohesive.
Yeah, I mean we all went to the workshops for macro.
Okay. Yeah.
So that was really great help right there. And as well, we had our coach. We have Chrono as our coach.
Ooh, okay.
And he was chilling in the channel, muted and just watching our live streams.
Okay, yeah.
Just watching, looking over it, and then like writing down everything what he's picking up. And now we all went to what's it called?
Hello.
Hello, Kuba.
Yo.
We all recorded, and now we are about to load up like 3 hours of gameplay.
Yeah, it's a lot to
so you can
digest,
review
right?
them.
Yeah, no worries. Yeah, Kuba, did you have any questions? I know that in my chat you were saying.
Yeah.
Yeah, sure.
So how do you feel now? Do you feel like you improved in the past 3 weeks that you were playing?
Oh yeah, definitely. I mean, the first game we played, I felt like a new player again, and now it's way better. I played a lot of like every weekend. I played at least one scrim, and in the week itself, I played every in-house I could, just to get like a feel for it, how to play, how to get the macro done, just grinding that down. Because in solo queue, you always default to hunting people, and scrims and in-houses I went for the better macro, for the better positioning. So yeah.
Wicked. Nice to see you take that like accelerated approach, with having a coach, as you mentioned, Chrono taking the notes.
Yeah.
I mean, has it only been like one scrim block since you've had Chrono, or a couple?
Oh no, this was the first day we actually talked to him. I mean, we
Okay.
texted back and forth a little bit.
Yeah.
Just made some appointment basically for today, if you could join or not, and it worked out. So he just, as said, like he just sat back, watched, gave some tips after the games, what we did good and what to improve on.
That's really good.
We can just
Did you
next 3 weeks
improve
gonna be.
in these games that you
Oh
had?
yeah, definitely. I mean,
Yeah.
just today alone, the first game was like way too aggressive in some points, which were chasing some people way too long, where we could have just went back, farmed, saved an area, get better positioning and such. And the second game we were able to use that tip, so we went into the second game way more calm and collected.
Yeah, wicked stuff. Yeah, that's great. I'm liking that. I feel like I could see some dramatic shifts in macro. Sometimes you
Yeah.
can't tell what the specific instruction was that you were told. Oh, be less aggro,
Mm.
whatever it might be. But yeah, I could definitely feel that there was some sort of shift. So, it's nice to hear.
Yeah.
Is there anything else you'd like to ask about, or anything like that?
And I'm just happy that it's a little bit over, because still nervous, of course.
Yeah.
Especially because we're not the only teams improving. I mean, there are a couple of teams that are already like fully formed as well,
100%.
and they already have coaches as well. I know them. I know I play normally with them sometimes, and they are already doing really well. And now, if they're getting coached, they will get even better. So it's not
100%.
like, oh, we have a coach now, it's easy peasy from here on out. It's just going to be more difficult, because we're not the only people who get coached. And that's like, first of all, thank you for all the people who coach and are the helpers of the coaches. And in general, it's just the event is just going to be more difficult than.
Yeah. 100%, dude. No worries, man. I think that's it for the interviews. I don't know if there's anyone else, Kuba, that you'd.
Yeah, I pinged, but like people, I think they don't want to be.
Yeah, I think they're all getting coached right now. I think that's something we can maybe look
Yeah,
to.
it looks. Yeah, it
smooth
looks.
out.
I thought the same when I looked through the channels.
Yeah, it's all good. It's understandable though. But yeah, thanks, Triple, for joining us today for this interview.
Thank
and
you.
You found a team which is like, I'm really happy for you, and so
I
onwards
mean,
and
we
upwards,
signed
man.
up as a team, so it wasn't like we found one, but
Yeah, exactly.
all good.
All right, dude.
All right.
Have a good one.
Thank you.
Catch you in a bit.
Have a good evening or good day.
Peace.
Have a good evening. Yeah.
All right, dude. I think that's gonna be it for us today then, Kuba.
Yeah. I mean, yeah.
Going to turn
Can't
the
do
stream.
nothing about it. Yeah.
All right, dude. Peace out, everyone.